I feel like people sleep.
What's going on, everybody? It's your old pal CHH. Welcome to tonight's show. I think it's probably going to be probably a pretty crazy show tonight. So I just want to give you a warning now. It's not going to be for the faint at heart. DeadPit's here tonight, along with some other people. So I'm really not going to bullshit too much. I want to have fun tonight. If you're watching this from DeadPit, hi. You probably won't like me. You might. I don't know. I won't be the most unlikable person on the show tonight, though. That's for sure. With that being said, I'm gonna start bringing these people in, and we're gonna have a good time tonight. The first person I want to bring in is actually a surprise guest. The only other guy I've watched as long as Pizzal on YouTube. Some of you will know him. His name is Rambo, Raf for life. What's going on, dude? Welcome to the channel.
Hey, if you want unlikable people, you found your man. So,
you were actually the guy I was referencing. I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm just kidding.
I'm not kidding. It's the fucking truth. Dude, I'm sorry. No cursing.
You can curse.
I want to make sure.
Okay. You perpetually look like you're stuck in 2008, and
thank God.
It's kind of impressive.
Have you seen the way that Tay-Day is?
Tay-Day, I have seen the way Tay-Day is. But listen, dude, welcome. I got some questions for you, but I want to get everybody else in here before I ask it because, you know, I like drama. The next person I want to bring in is Garrett from Born.
Hey, Garrett. Damn, it's the hair. It's the hair. Oh, gotta be the hair.
Man, a few words tonight.
Stay rad, boss.
Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to direct your attention real quick to the pentagram singer wearing a Freddy Krueger mask behind West to his left. All you need now is the wig on him. But funnily enough, I can
order that on Temu next.
I have become a pentagram fan now because.
Have you seen the documentary Last Days Here or something like that? Was the name of it? I think.
I've been linked the documentary, but I haven't had time to watch it yet.
That's a great documentary, man.
And that came out like what, 12 years?
Long time ago, yeah. I think it was like a Netflix thing, and that's where I saw it. Yeah, I think the DVD may be out of print. It's like $20, $25, or you could stream it online or whatever. Yeah. But good to be here tonight. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I always get amped up when I talk about Anchor Bay Entertainment. Probably my last big nostalgic horror thing, you know, before I got into the game kind of with the radio show and everything. So,
right.
Of course, I was looking all kinds of stuff up today. Ended up buying a couple Anchor Bay titles. Just like, oh, I need that.
Well, that's why I'm doing this show tonight, just so you can show me stuff that I don't need to spend money on that I'll eventually.
Yeah.
Because Garrett's made me buy a bunch of Anchor Bay stuff. Speaking of, let's bring him in next. The real Born2beRad.
What's up, man?
Welcome,
What's up, guys? Thank you for having me, man. I love going back in time as well and talking this kind of stuff. It was a big hobby of mine, was collecting this Anchor Bay Entertainment goods from back in the day. So I'm excited to try to talk about these and showcase some of these cool releases that we've all got here. So thank you, man, for having me.
Absolutely. And I hope I'm sorry, the name of the festival, it slipped my mind, but I hope you had a good time with that and everything.
It was Panic Film Fest. Yeah, I was just there this weekend with the Rad Pack. And
the Marshmallow Man. I saw that photo. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
That's a new movie coming out. So I'm gonna be doing some stuff on my channel, talking about some new movies, and I got some interviews lined up with some cool things that are on their way out with horror. So keep your eyes
open.
Yes.
Wait, Wes, are you stealing Garrett's headband? The same headband?
No, this is my headband here. I've had it for years.
Okay, Garrett stole yours.
Got it from PacSun. I was just thinking, how funny would it be? How funny would it be if I left Uncle Bill in the green room?
Oh yeah, it gets madder and madder as the show goes. But fuck you, bulls.
All right, let's bring him in. Uncle Bill, welcome, Uncle Bill.
You saved the best for last, you bitch tits, son of a bitch. Come on.
Oh, man.
Leave me in the green room. That'd be great. I also like to be addressed by my proper pseudonym now, which is Hillbilly Horror Historian. Because I think that I've done enough to, yeah. You heard what I fucking said. Because I have got a degree in horology. So I feel like that's, yeah.
Somebody caption that. Horror historian and horology.
Yeah.
What's funny is that always reminds me. We had Tuesday Night from Nightmare on Elm Street 4 back many years ago on the show. And you know how thick our accents are.
I hadn't noticed.
Point. I don't know what you're talking about, really.
And I think it was Uncle Bill. Like he was trying to explain to her what we do, right? And he just said, horror radio show. And she's like, what? What did you say? And I was like, oh, shit.
The radio show for horror.
Horror movies. Horror radio. Not a horror radio show. But she would fit right in there,
That's
too.
a great idea, really, if you think about it. Start that show.
Tuesday night. Wednesday morning.
See, Sage, you say you don't watch trailers. Is that a gimmick? Like people say they don't watch sexy movies? Who says they don't watch sexy movies? What?
Sexy movie.
What are you talking about, Michael? No, I genuinely stopped. I got so sick and tired of like Blumhouse literally just giving the movies away the entire time. The only time I watch trailers is if I'm in the movie theater. I'm not going to cover my eyes up the entire time if I'm there. But no, I don't. I never watch Clown in a Cornfield. I never watched Long Legs. None of that. So when I go to a movie now, I literally haven't seen shit unless I saw it in the movie theater. So thank you, though, Michael.
Clown in a cornfield. What's that? Meth head in a library. Would be stuck in marker there.
All right, real quick before we get into this, I want to ask Rambo a question. I don't know if you guys remember this. When I just thought this was funny when they were putting out Never Hike Alone. I remember Rambo was not a huge fan of it.
I liked the first one. It was the second one.
The snow.
Yeah.
Were you prepared to invoke the wrath of the guy who made that?
Fuck him. I don't give a shit about him. All I did was I watched it because people asked me. I was really nice about it. I said, it's pretty disappointing. It's a lot shorter. Nothing really happens. It's all like build up. And he wrote like a War and Peace thesaurus on, well, we didn't have this. And I'm like, that's not my fucking job, is to look at your schedule and see what you did and didn't do. I just watched it and said I thought it sucked. And I was nice about it too. I didn't even curse. I sure curse his ass.
No, he left you a diatribe in the comments. I remember watching. I was like, God. I remember seeing that, and I was just like, wow, Rambo's back.
I must have hit a nerve or something. Because I remember the issues I had, he did different. He didn't want to listen, but he did what I asked him to do in this next one. Longer, more depths. Like, this is what people want, but I don't give a shit.
I just remember you did a follow-up video, and you had that mic, and you kind of held it like the guy that was the.
Oh yeah, that's all I had. I didn't have.
You held it like the guy that was the waiter or the butler in Scary Movie 2. You're like,
yeah,
I didn't want to make this famous last words. I didn't want to make this video.
But buddy, fuck you.
That's pretty much what I said, but oh well, I don't care.
That's what you get for reviewing fan-made movies, dude. You can't win. You know, I don't do it. I don't even watch them. I don't think I'm better than that or anything like that. It's just I ain't got no time to watch all these fan films. I really don't. But I did like the first Never Hike Alone. I thought that shit was really good. The first one was really good.
Yeah, I liked it. That's why I was disappointed in the second one. And for fan films, there's been some I reviewed and people have been nice about it. And so I have
me and Uncle Bill liked Brandon's Scream fan film. We did a watch along for that.
You know what's so funny? I remember when I like after I started talking to Brandon for a while, he was like, I think I remember those guys. I was like, I was like, here I am thinking it's gonna be positive. I was like, oh, how you remember them? Dude, they fucking trash.
Well, we didn't. Hey, all true. This is the truth. We looked up the most popular Scream fan film, and I think that was it. That's how we picked.
Congrats, Brandon. You made it.
Yeah, because it's not like we were picking on him or anything. We didn't know him at all.
No, I had no idea who he was.
So guys, tonight I just want to have some fun, talk about Anchor Bay and stuff like that, and it's going to be loose. I don't necessarily want to do like a thing where we go like this person and that person. I kind of just want to open it up. So I got to taste Anchor Bay for a little bit when I got into it, but like I would just see the simple stuff that would be at FYE and stuff like that. And it wouldn't be till years later that I keep learning about, I'm still learning about Anchor Bay stuff. As a matter of fact, like that mausoleum from like Masters of Horror. I just got that last year, and there's a beer. It's like a beer 6-pack I got. It's incredible. I'm still learning about all this Anchor Fright Pack. Yeah, excuse me. I think there was a couple of them, and the first thing I want to ask, and you guys, whoever wants to go with this, it's like one of the things I'll see today is people complain about the prices of stuff coming out, and I'm just wondering, when Anchor Bay was around, and you guys were going out, whether it be Suncoast Video or Fry's or Sam Goody and stuff, wasn't the price really kind of the same on the stuff that's coming out today than it was back then?
See, I don't remember it being overly expensive, to be honest. I mean, some of these big editions, maybe, but I mean, there was never a point I felt like that I walked into a store and said, how can I spend this on this edition? I don't remember that. I
don't really remember it, but I have a receipt that's still in my Dawn of the Dead Ultimate Edition. When I bought it, it was $34.99 is how much that was.
The chunky black one, right?
Yeah, I always say that's like the pinnacle of Anchor Bay Entertainment. That one right there, yeah.
Yeah.
And it is a Best Buy receipts, $34.99. I think they were higher in like Suncoast or whatever.
I got mine. I got a sealed one right here. The Best Buy, $38.99.
Okay. Yeah, I love that release. I got a deal on mine too on eBay. I mean, that's the thing I was telling people about that too. It's just like, man, if you can get over just not seeing it in Super HD, I was like, go on eBay now and go get those Dawn of the Deads, the black ones. They're like not expensive at all, and they're honestly they're great. But
oh, man, when that came out, it was like a game changer to have them all in that thing. It was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you guys, DeadPit specifically, because Garrett doesn't really ever complain about this too much from what I see. Did you guys have, and I'm not calling you out, I'm just having fun, but did you guys have the same energy for for Anchor Bay re-releasing Dawn of the Dead 17 times back in the day that you have for like Scream Factory, for the stuff they're doing?
It was mainly the Evil Dead editions and Halloween. Like, we made fun of them all the time for those two in particular, because when Dawn of the Dead was really one of them too, but for many years there, Dawn of the Dead wasn't available. So
sorry.
But like when the older DVDs before that Ultimate Edition come out, those were like out of print and going for big money because they weren't available for years at that point. So
Anchor Bay would let their stuff go out of print and then all of a sudden magically have a new edition that would come out.
Yeah. So the Dawn of the Dead, they re-released it a couple other times after the Ultimate Edition, but before that, they had maybe one or two other DVD editions, but it'd been years before, that was the first DVD of Dawn of the Dead that I picked up because they were out of print. They were hard to find.
That edition of Dawn of the Dead too was being prepared to be released at the first convention that we ever went to. They had Anchor Bay had huge kind of like banners and stuff up of that edition. And everybody was there from the cast of Dawn of the Dead.
Copies were floating around with the cast.
They were all hawking it at that point in time. And then it was released. I think we looked this up a month or two after that convention. And I just remember that that convention will probably never be taught because that came out at that show. And that's always been to me, the definitive edition of that movie.
The pinnacle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys remember Rubenstein being around at that point?
You mean at the show or
conventions or anything like that? Was he even a name that you knew?
We knew of him just because you always heard of him along with Romero, but he wasn't there or anything that I know of.
Yeah. Now, did any of you guys get into Anchor Bay during the VHS era? Because I'm really starting to get enamored with that right now. The VHS, I see it all the time on eBay, and there's some of these I really want to get. Some of them I have, but the VHS era of Anchor Bay is something I don't know.
Before it was Anchor Bay, it was Video Treasures. I think it was Star Maker and Video Treasures, two different companies kind of merged together. And I have all kinds of older Video Treasures releases, which I had found one.
Here,
and what's interesting, this is from 93. This is Lady in White Video Treasures, all right? The format on the back is very similar to the Anchor Bay DVDs and everything. I don't know if you noticed that.
I thought Video Treasures were like SLP cheap tapes, were they?
It says duplicated in SP mode. So I don't know. Maybe thinking of the Good Times.
Maybe so.
Good
Yeah.
Times.
And that movie, isn't that kind of like out of print too?
This one, who did this last, Garrett? Was it
Screen
Factory.
Factory, yeah.
but not Hen? I'm wanting to say Hen's Tooth Video. What was the other company that they did like a basic edition of that?
Hen's Tooth Video.
I don't remember. Was it the same company that did like Space Invaders
They
and all
did
that shit?
Sleepaway Camp and all that. Yeah,
Oh,
Sleepaway Camp.
Viper Pictures or something?
Sandpiper
Sandpiper.
Pictures. Yeah, I think they've got this out on Blu-ray.
That's UB's label.
But this is a very underrated movie for
Yeah.
anybody that hasn't seen it. I've always been a big
I have
fan of.
I have a
Lady in
DVD
White.
of it. I want to say it says Elite Entertainment on it too. The DVD I have of it.
It was an elite one. That was like the director's cut, yeah.
Yeah.
And I got into Anchor Bay like the VHS before I got the DVD player, but none of that stuff. I didn't hang on to any of it. Like Evil Dead VHS, Army of Darkness, Halloween. They had the Halloween edition with the lenticular cover on VHS as well.
Please say somebody tonight has the snow globe, right? Like somebody has to have the snow globe. You have the whole thing.
Well, the box is
I'm
somewhere
not
else.
gonna-
I
I'm
mean,
not
I
gonna
have the
make it.
VHS and the globe, so
Let me see.
Came,
Let me see
it
the snow
came
globe.
like this, and then it came in like a big case.
You know, that's on my wish list, but God, man, like those suckers, they stay up in price.
Yeah, this thing is still an expensive set.
It looks like
Um,
it
The
looks
thing
like
about
someone
that is
pissed
too
in
is
it.
more and more, more
That's
and more
piss
of them
yellow.
get destroyed as the years go along, right? So that's probably part of it.
yeah, well, I mean,
Looks
I
like-
do have a lot of VHS here. I mean, not all of my Anchor Bays, but I took a couple big ones. I saw that you guys had recently, a couple weeks ago, I think both of you posted like different versions of Halloween 4 on Instagram. I think both of you, I think Christian and Wes. And I had this cool, I always found this pretty cool. It was an Anchor Bay Halloween 4 VHS, but I've never seen this cover art before. Have you guys seen this on any other editions or no?
Not any other editions, but definitely just like that image.
Hmm.
Well, I've seen a similar image, but it's like a mirror, like behind them that you see. But no, that's cool.
Yeah,
don't
so
think
I was
they ever
going to
did a
post
DVD
this
of
around
that.
that time and I forgot, but did they ever have this on DVD with this image or
No.
no? This was just a VHS.
See, that's
Um,
sick. That's probably what I'm gonna try to start getting if I can get those pretty cheap. Is those kind of cool?
Yeah,
hard
and they have
case.
a lot of like clamshells. Well, all their editions clamshells. Like I got this Dawn.
I
Those
had
are
one
called
of those
the-
today.
Pretty
The
cool.
gay Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, the gay Dawn.
Dawn of the Dead.
I did get this one recently, actually, on eBay. This was like a limited numbered. I just thought this was a very different cover for this movie, so I
Those
never really
are
seen that before.
Capsule packs, I think, is what Anchor Bay called them.
So, yeah, and then I have these like double packs, which is sick because this is Video Treasures, Elite, New Line, Media, Anchor Bay. It's like everybody.
That is
yeah.
You got,
cool.
like,
I've seen that
those
before.
thick ones, and it's got a flap you can open. It's got 2 tapes in there, and then there's a Dawn one that's pretty similar to that too.
That's the same cover as the DVD, the original DVD, I think.
It's got a flap. It was just, again, they were already doing like a lot of unique shit around that time. And the last thing I brought to the table was this big. It's kind of weird. This is like that Halloween. Now it's kind of basic. I mean, it's limited, but I mean, it's just black. It looks like a book, but the tapes are orange, which I thought were pretty cool. There's 2 tapes in here.
I was
Is it? Why is it 2 tapes?
Extras and
Uh,
stuff, I think, right?
Let me see. It must be extras and stuff. I can look at the back really quick. Halloween Unmasked featurette. Yeah, so there's featurettes and stuff on tape 2.
Is that
With
the
the-
same? I was going to say, is that the same with Dawn of the Dead? Why that's 2? Because I had one that was 1 VHS.
So tape 1 is director's cut. Tape 2 is domestic and international theatrical stuff on here. So
God damn, not bad. For
yeah,
VHS.
I mean they were doing some pretty cool stuff even back in the VHS days. That kind of carried over into like their DVD stuff. So
Were y'all buying any of these online at the time, or was it not even like a thing?
I think a lot of the VHS stuff was at like Walmart that I picked up around and Kmart and stuff.
Best
you
Buy had tons of stuff too.
Yeah.
But would you like? They wouldn't have those double VHS at Walmart, would they?
I don't remember that far back, to be honest.
I don't ever
don't
remember seeing anything like that at Best Buy or anything.
But like this one right here, this is a 1998 Anchor Bay VHS of Hellraiser and just the regular pack.
Oh wow, that's a cool image too. It's different.
I know for a fact
I never seen that before.
This was like Kmart and Walmart and everything, and this was before they did those capsule packs and all that too. It's duplicated in SP as well. Yeah, pretty cool imagery there. But yeah, I got this one not too awful long ago at Goodwill for $1.
Damn.
Wow. Mozart's Ghost said Suncoast. He's right. That's where a lot of this stuff was hanging around.
Suncoast, yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember seeing some of this stuff at Suncoast when I was real little.
A lot of these capsule packs, though, that we were talking about, Anchor Bay, like, it's insane how many of these DVDs that we talk about that had the VHS counterpart exactly like the DVD. Like, these two are a good example. These are exactly like the DVD versions. Widescreen, they even have some special features on it as well. And there's a ton of them. Like Midnight Hour actually has, which
it's
our good
expensive.
friends at Anchor Bay, he's looking into finding me a copy. So
yeah, he's going to give it to me. Yeah.
Hopefully I can get the DVD, but there's a VHS version of Midnight Hour as well. And pretty much anything that you can think of that they released on DVD, there was a VHS version of it.
These are the only two chunky cases, Anchor Bays I have. Did they even put Zombie out on DVD, Anchor Bay?
Very early on. Yeah.
Then it went right to somebody else, I think, after that, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because I don't even think I've ever seen an actual copy online or anything before of that. But I tell you, man, like these VHS cases are like bulletproof. Yeah, it's cool. It makes it fun to collect these because you don't have to worry about those damn things getting torn up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the VHSs are cool, and I want to say that some of them actually have shit like on the like. This is crazy because Brandon, when we did a video about this, he didn't even notice this. He goes, "After Christian, I've had this for 25 years. I never even knew this. That there's stuff like on the inside of the
How would
actual
anybody
VHS.
then know though?
No, especially because it's black. It's not clear. Yeah.
Yeah. Those VHSs are cool. I have a couple Laserdiscs that are actually Anchor Bay, and it's Hellraiser. I should have grabbed it. I've got like this deluxe Hellraiser. It's like a suitcase. The thing's so thick, but it's got a shooting script signed by Clive Barker, and it's a widescreen Laserdisc from like '96. It was like Anchor Bay and Elite, because Elite did all those high-end Laserdiscs at the time, but it's got an Anchor Bay logo on it. But I don't know how much Laserdisc stuff besides that Anchor Bay actually got into.
Couldn't have been very many, yeah, because I didn't know anything about it. I was big into Laserdisc around this time too.
What was the only one that I could find a VHS of was Trilogy of Terror for some reason.
Terror.
1999.
Yeah, same cover as the DVD too.
Yep.
I'll be damned. What year did that come out? Not 99. The movie, but okay, 99. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'll be damned. So did they have the license for stuff on VHS that never came over to DVD? But you guys did say Midnight Hour had a DVD, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was thinking that would have been one I would have thought of, but
I have a movie on VHS over there. I didn't bring it to the table called The Johnstons. Did you guys remember that at all? I don't remember that on DVD.
I don't remember that movie at all, to be honest.
Let me see if I can get it.
It's not porn, is it?
There's a T in the middle, Johnston's.
Oh no, Johnson's. No, Johnson's. This. Do you guys? I don't recall this.
What is that, Garrett?
The Johnsons, dude.
Is that a troll? Is that a troll? What is
Look
that?
at the Johnsons.
It's Peter Dinklage.
I wish
like
that
I don't recall this movie.
to like ask about what the hell is
that part of it at the top, that red thing.
Part of it.
What the hell is
it? Blood. The blood coming down on the Johnsons. Bloody Johnson.
There's I've got a pretty extensive list of releases. There's the Devonsville Terror. I'm saying that was out on VHS and not the DVD.
The
Devonsville Terror.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, that's did Vinegar Syndrome put that out?
Yeah. I think so. Somebody came out with that recently.
It's got 28 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Off topic for a minute. Do you guys think Val Kilmer's Wonderland is underrated? Not a lot of people talk about it.
Oh, it's underrated for sure. Yeah, that's a great movie. I haven't thought about that movie in years, but That may have been his last really great performance in a movie, right?
It's a really good movie, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't heard of
man.
it before.
Me neither.
That's where he's playing John Holmes, right?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all about what do they call that? The murders. Shit. I can't remember the name of there's like a name for the murders that happened, but I can't remember it.
Isn't it like Hollywood Land Murders or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Really quick, this isn't even Anchor Bay, but I got to show this because I just think it's the worst.
Wonderland Murders. That's what
Wonderland.
Wonderland. This is probably the worst VHS cover of all time. It's not even Anchor Bay, but I just got to show this really quick because I love it. They did a Friday the 13th VHS, and it looked like they got Glenn Jacobs.
I'm always on the lookout for the damn thing too.
It looks like the Big Red Machine.
That's the most generic looking shit.
What's so random too? They did a part 8 with that same shitty ass logo.
Yeah,
Wow.
and they did a VHS. I didn't even know that they did a VHS of that. It's somewhere around here.
Does it say what year on the back that VHS came out?
Yeah, 2001. They did this 7 and 8. I don't know if they did the rest of them, but I saw this on eBay for like $5, and I was like, I gotta grab that.
I think it was starting with part 5 on DVD. They used that. I don't know who come up with that damn logo. Jesus Christ!
I'm trying to find out. Like, I honestly want to find out who did it. I think somebody actually said it in my comments, but I couldn't.
Well, they ended up
it.
reusing it in what was that next set that came out after that? It was the same logo and everything. I was like, what the hell?
Crystal Lake, the Manhattan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I want to ask you guys this, kind of a two-parter, because I know that, like, obviously with Anchor Bay, Halloween was a huge thing. Number one, what was the first Halloween release you got from Anchor Bay? And number two, of all of them, what do you think is like the best Halloween release that Anchor Bay ever did?
That's the first one that I got.
Me too, but I think mine had a slip with it, which is just kind of like a hologram of
The first one I had was the
of
VHS
that.
of that same version. I had the VHS version of that.
The best one that they ever did. Jesus, they did like 50 of them.
I think it's. Let me show you. All my shit's right here.
I would say the limited edition one.
I like the 25 anniversary as my favorite one, but I got that one too because Garrett had shown it off on a video we did.
Yeah, I think this was probably my favorite. When you got this with the lenticular and like the numbered back and the TV cut and stuff, I think this was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Look at this. A postcard with Nick Castle.
Yep.
Is that in there?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I was gonna do a giveaway on. I did a video about this, and I was gonna the winner. I was gonna send him the postcard, but I couldn't bring myself to do it because I got Loomis and the Nurse for
They
mine.
were different, I think, weren't they?
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, but that's a good release too.
Anchor Bay had those fat DVD cases too, like on those limited editions.
Oh, I have a whole stack of them right here.
Chunky. Yeah.
That's a good one. And I remember getting the last Anchor Bay Halloween I got was that media book that they did in like 2012, where they did a documentary for
Jamie
Lee Curtis.
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing I want to mention to Christian, because he is a bit younger than all of us, and I can't believe that this was going on then. So 1997 was their first DVD release.
That's
April
wild.
of 1990. How old were you in 1997, Christian?
6 or 7. I think
God! Me and Uncle Bill were still in high school.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, how could that... because DVDs had come out in March. Anchor Bay started releasing them in April.
But there's no way you guys were, because like that was a rich person thing, right? At
No,
1990.
It was 2000, the year 2000 is when I got a DVD player.
Right.
But yeah, Warner Brothers, I think, was a mainstream studio that was doing them. Maybe Paramount or Universal, something like that. But Anchor Bay was the very first independent company that was releasing them. So that was pretty huge too. A lot of people don't mention that.
And they're rich too.
Was Bill Lustig running Anchor Bay at that point?
No, I think the guy, Jay Douglas was the guy's name that was pretty much in charge, according to, we've asked Felcher about the history of it and everything and talked to him. And it was the combination of like, a couple of other companies joining forces, and I think that they were doing a lot of like smaller budget, just VHS releases in Kmart and Walmart and all that. But I think that it was him that really wanted to start trying to do these cult movies, because they were also doing Thomas the Train Engine, like that was a big, and fitness videos and stuff like that. They were pretty successful with that too. But I think the J. Douglas guy was the one that really kind of got the ball rolling with the cult horror stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, him and his fucking scoops.
Yeah. Back in the day, though, we had a lot of great information from Felcher years and years
Back
ago.
before he lost his smile. Yeah.
Before he got rich.
Yeah.
What was I gonna ask? So do any of you guys even remember what your first DVD was when you got into when you started getting Anchor Bay? Or I'm sure it was Halloween, right? It had to have been Halloween, wasn't
Anchor
it?
Bay.
No, it wasn't Halloween for me. It was Dawn of the Dead, I think.
Really?
It probably was Halloween for me. I'm thinking, maybe.
It was a monumental moment. I'll never forget it. Suncoast Video, the same day I bought a DVD player. City of the Living Dead was one of the first two
No
DVDs.
shit.
And it was the first Anchor Bay DVD that I ever bought. Opened the floodgates for that Italian horror stuff, man. And I was addicted. And I think Uncle Bill was addicted after he did
Well,
sing that movie too.
I don't have that one, but I got the Beyond. And
They did the Beyond?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was a hard
Damn.
one to get for a while too.
I'd never seen that before.
And I got this was killer right when it came out.
Mm.
The Argento Steelbook that had like the 5 films.
Hold on. Whoa.
Yeah. That
A
was killer.
Steelbook?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you hated
That was an early-
Steelbooks, Uncle Bill.
early
Well,
one.
shit, this guy.
He
I
likes
don't think I hated Steelbooks at that
Steelbook
time.
DVDs. He likes
that-
those.
You
Wait,
wanted the card player. Really
Is that
bad.
technically a metal pack?
Good question.
No,
You
I
could
think
tell-
it's a steelbook.
You could tell by
Spine.
the
If
spine.
it's
I
got
think.
hinges on it, it's a metal.
Yeah,
pack,
no, it's a
right?
steelbook.
No.
Yeah,
It's
the
five.
W-
It's
the
5
W4.
films. How many discs are there?
5.
I
it's
think there's
It
5.
is 5.
Oh, that's got
It's
got
set
the
up
trash logo on it.
Yeah, that was like the second.
Why does the Phenomena disc look like Phantasm? Open it back up and
Phenomena.
it looks just like Phantasm.
Yeah, that's how they were making them at that time.
It looks like the sphere and everything.
Yeah.
I think I mostly got this because like I'd never seen do you like Hitchcock or the Card Player or anything like that.
I think those well, I don't know if they were exclusives, but I know they didn't re-release those.
I feel like that Beyond DVD is probably more rare than the damn. I got the what you
This
call
came
it,
out-
the tin.
Yeah,
This
it was
came out
rarer
in
than the 10 at one
2000?
point.
I'll be damn. Now, when
Well,
you
they-
guys are getting these, like Wes, when you guys are getting these,
Mhm.
I kind of got my education on like Italian stuff from watching Piz like 5, 6, 7 years ago and stuff like that. But you guys, how did you like? Were you just getting these because they looked cool, and then you're like,
Yes.
oh shit, this is a dub movie?
Our education on the Italian stuff was by getting these movies.
Yes. I literally remember him like looking at like ad slicks for City of the Living Dead, and that's why he ordered them. He was like, this looks like this is going to be the gory shit of all time. And then he would
Christian,
get it.
this is funny because
That was it.
back in the early days of the internet, they had these click sites that you could go on and get like gift cards, like Amazon gift cards. And this site was called Payride, was the name of it, right?
Uh-huh.
Every day you could get so many points, and after 4 or 5 days, you would have enough points to cash in and get like a $25 gift card. So I would get these movies using the gift cards.
No shit.
And yeah, because I didn't have a job or anything back then. And a lot of the times, it was like a gamble, but who cares? It was free money, right? So, yeah, I mean, that's like Phenomena was one that I bought that way. I think Cannibal Holocaust was one that we watched that was like that. And yeah, it's kind of our Italian horror school around that time frame.
God damn, because I don't even remember seeing these movies as a kid at the video store or block. I'm sure I probably did, but yeah, it's.
I
was
think a lot
crazy.
of them, like Zombie, may have been one that that got distributed quite a bit, but Seven Doors of Death is what the Beyond was called in the U.S.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until Grindhouse, and I think Quentin Tarantino got this version, the uncut version, and like cleaned it up and everything. And this was the very first time the uncut version came out ever on anything on the DVD, the Anchor Bay DVD.
Damn. And I'm sure most of you guys have all those tins too. I mean, I've got a number of them, but I don't have. There's still some I need.
I have them all here, I think.
Yeah, I'd love to see some of the. Yeah, that's one I don't have. Heathers. God damn, they did Repo Man.
Yeah, I've got that one too. That was not hard to find, but the Beyond probably a little bit harder.
Well,
Got that one.
You know, it's like they're kind of cool, but they're kind of also stupid. Like I like them, right?
Hard
Like,
to
you know what I'm
display,
saying?
man.
the design
They're hard
on
to
them.
display.
Because like the inside, when I first got mine, I was like, "Oh, the regular DVD is going to be on the inside of it, right?"
Yeah, Maniac. I have that was a low
It's got
number.
Lustig on it.
Yeah, that one's a low numbered one, so I was lucky to find that one at my flea market.
You
So
got,
like
your
five.
got your damn lunch pail there.
Look at the limited edition number on the back, though, Garrett. Like they varied quite a bit. on
Right,
these
right.
Yeah,
tins.
it's like 16,000,
That's why I say Maniac was a low number. It was like 5.
5,000 for Maniac. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing about those are though, they're impossible to
20,000 for Beyond.
store or show off any, and they fucking impossible to keep from getting dents in them too.
Yeah,
This
the-
one was
This was my
5,000.
favorite right here.
Yeah, Wes has that one too.
And
The,
then I have this one
I've rebought
signed
that
by
movie way too many times.
Campbell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was 50,000. So, but yeah, I got that signed by the Bruce Man. So yeah, that's all of them right there.
Isn't it crazy to think that like
Oh, no.
50,000?
We did all of them.
when that came out, was 50,000 considered like a
Yes.
low? Like that's
That's the weird thing about then versus now is that like when they said like limited edition, then they meant like between
The
50 to
funniest-
100,000.
The funniest one is this one. Did you see the number on this one? Zoom
Hold
in
on.
here.
Okay, yeah, I have that too. I got that at my. Let me see what number,
100,000 copies.
Limited.
Oh yeah, 100.
what number do you have,
I have 11,229.
dude? I'm close to the very end. I have 97,241. I have a end of production one right here.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I love these chunky ones too. They're I think it's a CD soundtrack with it and stuff, but I don't know. I got to see like how many more movies, and it looks crazy. I forgot about this. It's a goddamn like a case file for like the special features in this thing, which I love this movie. I don't dog Red Dragon, but I always tell people like this is the version with style. I always
Oh yeah, 100%.
I like Manhunter so much more.
Somebody brought up.
I didn't say a word.
Somebody asked
Uncle
where
Will's
Wicker
gonna have
Man
to-
was. It was right here. Somebody was asking about Wicker Man, which
gonna be
I guess is not
rewatching
technically a
Manhunter
tin,
soon.
but it's same right.
That might be my favorite overall thing they've ever done. Just
I mean,
because
it's
that's so
freaking unique,
different than
man.
anything else.
It smells like wood still.
They actually
a
had
cigar
somebody
box.
burn that shit on there.
Let me ask you
Yeah.
this. So I got the Wicker Man too, but all I have inside of mine is literally the case. I have to be missing shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's not much, dude. It's fucking 2 cards.
Ugh.
It's it. Nothing else.
To use a little mini coffin.
Might as well throw that away.
They made
Christian. Is that
50,000.
what-
What's funny is that's
Did somebody brand that? How did
that's
they
a
get that on
cigar
That's how
box.
exactly how they did it. Yeah.
They got it like that size of a cigar box, I guess, from whoever
50,000.
made it. Yeah, and
50,000.
gimmicked it up a little bit to make it a DVD case.
You can hide your drugs in there.
That's what it looks like. Little stash box.
Let me switch gears real quick to my favorite Anchor Bay release of all time. And I gave credit to Garrett when we talked about this, and ended up being probably my second or third most popular video last year. The coveted 1999 Night of the Living Dead DVD. I shat on this, and I do think the added stuff is shit, but I kind of get it now.
Well, it's one of a kind, though. They're never going to.
Never.
I don't see that ever coming back out. Yeah.
Russo wanted to make some money off the movie. I get it now, but that doesn't mean the stuff he added it's bad. It's so bad. But it is nice seeing Bill Heinzman reprise the role, but he's kind of older, he's fatter.
Yeah,
and so he looks like a bloated fish when they get his ass out on the cat. That Brent, the dude's been. What's messed up too is like they gave him a backstory, and he was a diddler. Like they made him a diddler.
And he agreed to this. Yeah, that's fine. I'll be a diddler.
He was a diddler.
Hey, here's a question I have for all of you about this, because honestly, I'll even give credit to UB and Wes, is that I didn't know about this edition. Like I knew of this edition, but I didn't realize it was anything different. Like when this came out, I just like, another Night of the Living Dead
version.
Yeah, like I just was like, another Night of the Living Dead. I'm not gonna buy this. I've got this movie a bunch of times. And when we did our first Anchor Bay show a couple of years ago, I think they told me like, no, this is a whole different experience. Like I didn't realize that. So I bought it online, and then I went to I think it was Archive, and they had one. This was weird. So what do you have, Christian? So this is the one I have, and it's thick. It's a thick.
Yeah, I got the exact one you got.
It says it's out of 15,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw this at the store.
How'd they ever get rid of 15,000 of those?
It's a thin one, dude, and it still says 15,000 on that.
That's what I've got.
They should burn all 15,000.
I want to get that one too. I think there may be a chance that one of them that may be identical, but I also think I saw on eBay another version.
I don't think mine's numbered.
There may be one more version. You probably have the kind where it's the same thing, but the thicker one comes with the cool booklet where they talk about it. They interview Bill and John in it, and it has a CD soundtrack. The music's not half bad, but it doesn't work whatsoever. It sounds like the music before Cradle of Filth hits the stage at a show, like like the music they kind of play before the band. That's what it sounds like. It's so dark and gothic.
What's inside yours?
So
I have both the same, I think, except mine has one of them has a soundtrack, the other one doesn't.
Yeah, the booklet, the movie, and the back has the soundtrack. So this is what I was getting at, though. I think the skinny version you have, which I kind of want to get it just to have it because I love Night of the Living Dead so much, but there's that version which probably is the same thing, just doesn't have the CD. But I think there's another version that was on VHS around '99 where they put. They don't have the new scenes in there, but it says it has the new score. It was like a 1999 deluxe VHS release, which has similar art to this, but it's not this art. It's similar, but it's all blue and white with tiny little checkerboard squares with the girl in there. I think that's
I'm
almost
what that positive they did a VHS version of that 30th anniversary as well, though.
Let me see if I can just Google it for shits and giggles, because now I got to know.
Why?
Regardless if this thing is shit or not.
Yeah, 3 different versions of the DVD and then a couple of different versions of the VHS. Like, what the hell, man?
But you know what, man? As much as this is shit, this will never probably see the light of day again. And I highly recommend everybody just getting it for history and horror history purposes, because
I agree.
It is unique enough that this thing should be in everybody's collection.
Uncle Bill, you need to go get that if you don't have it.
He's got it, dude. Come on.
I've seen it. I'm good.
You have that.
It's hidden. Listen. I'm not saying it's good whatsoever, but it is a hiccup in history. Like I love that kind of shit. I really do.
If you want to check it out, all of the added scenes were on YouTube.
No. You gotta sit down and
own it, man. You
gotta
own it. It's gonna be in the collection. It's like horror physical media history.
I own
it's
it.
Gonna be in the collection.
You gotta live it.
It's like if they took The Godfather and then in the middle of it they put like a fucking Megadeth video. You're like, what?
What's going on? Oh my god!
And they hired David Rashawn.
Yeah, they hired David Rashawn and Sinister Minister from ECW. Yeah.
So Wes, when you got that, were you privy to? It was like, were you privy that there was new stuff on it?
Yeah.
Or
I was a member of Horror DVD's forum, which was like a real early horror forum back in the day, and everybody was like talking about, you got to see how fucking terrible this is. And yeah, at that point, I think I'd gotten it on eBay for probably $4 or $5. Like nobody was, and I collect Night of the Living Dead stuff. Like if I see it anyway, like I don't know how many different versions of the DVD I've got. So it'll always stay in the collection, but I'm probably never going to watch it again.
I was watching this the other night because I was going to do a video just
Oh my
talking about
God,
it.
I remember that. That's like a blast from the
That
past.
was
I remember
all
that came out.
over. Yeah, that was like all over stores back.
Hold on. So when I was Googling this, Google said that Anchor Bay put out a color version of Night of Living Dead, but I can't find a picture or a release. I don't know if it's a VHS. Do any of you guys know about that whatsoever? Because Google could be wrong for sure. I know this isn't the only release. This was a 2004 version. I know in 88, 89 is when, or 86.
I would imagine it's a VHS if they did.
Because I want to get that if they
I've
did.
never seen the DVD though. I mean, it could be, but I've never seen it.
Yeah. But,
yeah.
Rambo, I know you said you pulled some stuff to the side. I'm just curious to see what you have above anything else.
Oh yeah, you're asking the first. I think this is the first Anchor Bay. It's 2001, and it's a favorite movie of mine. And because this cover was banned, and that's the Maps Overdrive cover that was banned.
I remember that. Yeah,
Damn, I've never seen
that
that
body
one
out
either.
of it.
Yeah, it was considered too violent, so they took her off, and now there's nothing there on the
Bunch of
DVD
pussies.
after it.
So you got that right when it came out then?
Yeah, because I love this film. So yeah, this I don't know when it got banned. Must have been quickly. I'm not sure when, but yeah, this is a more rare cover now.
It took some
Damn,
Girl
very
Scouts to complain or something, and then, I think it was out for a while, like maybe a year or something, and then like it got the PG cover put on it.
Yeah, pretty much the other cover. This is all covered up. There's no blood on this, so it's just a truck, just like dual truck or something.
Rambo, were you ever the kind of guy that bought the gigantic CD binder and just took all your DVDs and put them in those?
I did them now.
I don't know why, dude. For some reason, you strike me as that kind of guy.
I have now. I have like 3 of them there because I don't collect VHS because I hate VHS because I hate rewinding and shit and video quality shit. So I threw most of them away. I have like 5 of them up there, and I mean I have DVDs, but I keep it like a cover like this or something.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't even know they put that out.
I think for a lot of the cult movies and stuff, like DVD's fine, really. I mean, I don't have a problem with, like, Murder Rock is one that Vinegar Syndrome released, the 4K of it. Like,
Uncle Bill is excited.
I'm fine with the DVD.
Murder Rock. Murder.
Murder Rock.
But didn't somebody just do a murder? I feel like I just bought that
Vinegar Syndrome
on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
No, they did a Blu-ray of it.
No, Vinegar Syndrome did the 4K of Murder Rock.
Yeah, but I feel like there was.
There was a Blu-ray. Yeah,
somebody did.
Oh.
I can't.
No,
was,
I think it was like Kino or it was a simple kind of little Blu-ray. I know that.
Shit, I bought that too, and I can't even remember who did it.
I feel like I just got that not
Was
too
it?
long
I
ago.
don't think it was Kino. Was it
Ronin flicks,
Scorpion
or,
or
something like
Ronin or somebody like that?
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, it was Liu Kang.
Liu Kang release. Liu Kang.
that. Lead the means.
Keep going, Rambo. Keep going, dude. What else you got?
You guys already talked about this, but this is my
Yeah.
favorite Anchor Bay release. I mean, can't go wrong with that.
Do you still use that?
Yeah, to look at the commentaries, the features. I'm a sucker for that, so I still watch this from time to time. This is the only Dawn of the Dead copy I have.
Yeah.
I didn't get the Blu-ray or 4K because it's fuck Rubenstein. He's not getting my money. I'll keep this one. It's good enough for me.
I will never understand why all of a sudden there's like hate for Dawn of the Dead, like out of nowhere.
Yeah,
There's people that are like, "Oh, it's Yawn of the Dead" and all this shit. I was like, dude, what the hell are you talking about?
You know, you guys
love
make
it.
I love Dawn of the Dead too, but like I will take a bullet for saying I think Zombie is like I think Zombie's better than Dawn of the Dead. I like Dawn of the Dead a lot, but come on.
Zombie is a great film, but it's completely different to me.
It is. And the reason I compare them is just because they came out like
What about Hell Living Dead?
I mean, that's the best of all.
Hail of Living Dead.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
They shoot the shit out of a little kid for like 5 minutes in that movie.
Love that scene. Love it.
That's what I like. Yeah.
It's a great scene.
So yeah, this one.
Oh yeah,
Oh, baby.
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
baby.
dude!
That's another one that's never had a re-release.
Video
Nope.
What
treasures.
the freak? I remember that too.
Okay,
Mhm.
is this movie a piece of shit or not? Are y'all gonna say
Uh,
bad taste?
I like it.
No.
It's fun.
It's a fun movie.
That
It's a
movie's
fun movie.
amazing.
Low budget charm, good goofy fun, crazy special effects. Very ambitious.
Peter
for a low
Jackson
budget.
is like one of the leads, and
Big
it's like the
asses.
craziest shit you've ever seen. Derek's don't run.
So what's up with that movie? Who's got that? Who's got the rights to Bad Taste now?
Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
But
That's
what's
why
he
I remember
doing? I keep
speaking
hearing
a lot
he's
of
going to
that.
put out these damn movies on Blu-ray since like
If he
2020.
does, it'll be like James Cameron, and all the shit will be, 100%.
I know what he's doing. He's
Hey,
producing some more Lord of the Rings Hobbit movies.
He's gonna come down with the fucking DVDs, like doing the bushwhacker walk. Here we go, Mike. Got you 4Ks, we do.
What is he gonna do? He's gonna do that. Dead Alive and Feebles, like a super pack or whatever.
You all bad taste on 4K. Fuck you.
Hello, cousin Luke.
We're laughing. Sandpiper gets the rights.
Yeah.
Sandpiper.
Sandpiper Pictures presents.
Bad taste. All right, the
I
hits
do
keep
like-
coming, Rambo.
I do like the fact they edited this, but they didn't edit this.
Let's kill it. Oh, don't even notice that.
Let me ask you
Yeah,
this though:
so-
isn't there a fat case version of Bad Taste as well? Wasn't there a limited version of that?
For some reason, I feel like there was, but I was just looking. I don't have it, so
I don't have it either.
one here.
That
So
is one of the first things I ever remember
Yeah.
in a video store where the VHS was actually edited. So the original fucking VHS of that was him flipping off, on the front of the, and then they had to go back and change it to where he's doing that.
Yeah, there's
And I
definitely
remember that.
there is a chunky box.
Wait.
2001 2-disc set, limited edition.
I don't have to get that.
$120.
Good Lord, that's a lot of money.
What the hell?
I'll see if Anchor Bay can find a copy.
How about I give you a dime and give me 2 ribs?
Which
Yeah, go ahead.
we haven't mentioned. Anchor Bay is back. I don't know if you wanted to talk about that a little bit, but they're kind of doing a different thing nowadays.
I also want to give them credit because, I feel kind of bad. Like today, I was just like, I wanted to just kind of make a post to promote tonight's show, which we got like 300 people in here. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for watching. But I felt bad tagging them because I was like, this ain't their shit. But those guys seem to have a real good sense of humor and they get it. And they've been really nice.
And
Whenever
they
I
did
review their
work in
stuff,
the
they thank
original
me.
Anchor Bay as well. They
Yeah.
were part of the original company.
Yeah. Well, they've been really nice. Whenever I review their stuff, whether I'm critical of it or not, they always thank me and they're always really cool. So I got nothing but love for them. Hopefully they get some really cool titles this year. I really liked what was that one they did with the puppets? Like I really liked that movie.
Oh,
Abrupt Deal,
I thought that was weird. My wife she's like, "What the fuck are you watching?" I was
It
like, "I
is
don't
very
know."
odd, yeah.
I did like that, and
What about Kirsten Baja?
I thought Crust was good. Baja, I didn't really care for as much.
I kind of liked it. The worst one that they've done is that most recent one that I watched. What was the name of it? I can't
Daddy?
even remember now.
Daddy, baby.
Daddy
let me
wasn't
tell
okay.
you.
yeah,
baby.
yeah, Daddy, yeah. And Dinner with Leatherface was cool, but
Mhm.
I think they need to get one more. They need to get the DVD rights for another Halloween and just crank out one more, just for
Dawn-
old time's sakes, dude.
Dude, Dawn of the Dead, if they could come out with like an updated version of that, like holy shit, people would be like, oh my God,
Yeah.
Anchor Bay, Dawn of the Dead.
All right, Rambo, what we got? Talk to me.
I was just going to show this. The reason I keep this is because it's got a commentary with the writer that I thought was informative that's never been on any other release. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I got that one too.
Yeah, Alan B. McElroy, for some reason that commentary has never been on any other release than this. So
They re-released 4 and 5 a ton as well.
Yeah, they did.
I know this sounds weird, but I was absolutely gutted when I learned that he wrote that remake to Wrong Turn. Like I saw him do an interview about that, and I was just like, God damn, man, you really bummed me out with that.
No, dude, the Wrong Turn remake is good.
because he wrote the original Wrong Turn, and he said he didn't like how it turned out, but I like that much more than the remake.
I hated the remake.
Really?
I
felt like
want-
the remake was
I didn't.
was
I
really
honestly
good.
didn't mind the remake.
What I
Oh,
didn't like about the remake is it was called Wrong Turn.
Thank you.
I
It should have
agree.
been
Yeah,
called
Thank you.
something
That's-
else.
You're right.
That's the biggest problem. Is it's not. It's really has nothing to do with what Wrong Turn was.
Because when you go to see a Wrong Turn movie, you expect.
I want to see backwood fuckers
yeah,
I want two in a pink. I'm on in this tank.
and
Daddy.
Pepto Bismol
They don't need crossbows.
and Henry Rollins.
yeah, that was the biggest issue. It seems like they just had that property and they needed to do something, and I think that movie was just slapped with that title. I don't think it really was even supposed to be that.
Hey, I
No.
get that. I just, oh man, I was so bummed out. Because I was like, oh no, another wrong. As shitty as those movies are, I always enjoy watching Wrong Turn films. That's another DVD or Blu-ray I'm trying to get my hands on. That one where they accidentally put real dead people, like there's those missing victims.
I
like
have
Is that the one that they recalled?
They recalled it, brother. They pulled it off
Yeah.
the shelves.
I remember getting a bunch of copies of that and selling it on eBay too. Like I
You
think Walmart
bastard!
had.
You motherfucker!
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I
think
bought
that's what he does.
Walmart out. Yeah.
Oh man. Keep going, Rambo. You got anything else?
Yeah, sure. This I thought was my favorite edition of this film. That's the Ultimate
Oh,
Edition of
God, yeah.
Evil Dead.
Yeah, Garrett blew my mind away when he showed that. Again, I never saw that at all. But that's right after they changed the logo. Crushed my soul when I saw that.
Yeah.
I hate that updated logo.
Yeah, wasn't a big fan of that either. Like to
I
me,
love that release though. God, it's so cool.
Anchor Bay had 10. It's probably 10 solid years, right?
Right.
And then they were kind of bought out and become like a different, like
Stars or whatever,
Stars bought them. Lionsgate bought Stars, and
what the hell is Stars anymore? Is that even a thing?
I don't think so. No, I think
Lionsgate bought it, and then it just kind of disintegrated it. Basically,
Yeah, Lionsgate's trash.
I'll tell you another gigantic one though. That
Right.
is a fun little anecdote on this release, because this was highly, like, people were talking about this thing for months and months and months, because Anchor Bay had already released like every other Dario Argento movie, all the other ones you could think of aside from this one and Opera,
Whoa. Let me
which
see
came
what that
out.
is.
That one's killer. Yeah.
What movie is that?
Suspiria.
Suspiria.
And the Opera one, yeah, Garrett's got the Opera one, and these two came out the same day, September the 11th, 2001. Man,
Whoa, those are thick.
Oh, they're thick boys. Oh yeah.
yeah,
God damn it.
60,000 limited too, man.
I got a thin version of that opera.
Mine ain't thick. What
Mine's
the
a
fuck,
thick,
brother?
baby.
Fuck, dude. Mine
Well,
ain't thick.
the thick version
Mine's
has a
just
soundtrack or something in it, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I'm down with the thickness, dude.
30,000.
Get up, get
That's a
down with the
shirt.
thickness.
That is a shirt.
God, that's a cool Suspiria.
Yeah, this
Oh, there's
this
all
was
kinds
actually
of cool
what
shit in it too.
I want that.
I chose to buy this over Fright Night 2 at Best Buy. I can still remember the day. I had them both in my hand, and I was like, I can only get one, and I grabbed that one.
I
Look at
think
this
you made the right
booklet,
call.
man.
That's-
Who else
that's
was doing
wicked cool.
booklets like this back in the day?
Let me check the bay for that right now before all the bastards watching this try to beat me to it.
Y'all fucking they're jacked the
And
price
you
up.
get lobby card reproductions in this thing too. Look at that.
Oh shit! $14.
Oh,
3-disc
Yeah.
set. That's what yours is. It says 3-disc set.
3 discs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm
wait, what?
coming home.
What came out on 9/11?
Opera and Suspiria.
It was their fault. It's their fault.
Never forget what happened.
Yeah, that's the only thing that happened that day, right? Opera came out.
Yeah, it was just a pretty uneventful day aside from
Yeah.
this.
You know what's
these two
crazy?
movies coming out.
I can't stand these stupid ass postcards they shove in all these releases, and this is like not a new thing. Even Anchor Bay was doing this because I'm looking at it right now, numbered edition with postcards. The hell
So
am I supposed
wait.
to do with these things?
Something else though that I wanted to mention while we were talking about Suspiria though.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
These releases, there was like a single edition release as well, right? There was nothing.
Nobody wants that shit.
Nobody
This was
bullshit.
this was it
DVD.
in the United States until the Synapse Blu-ray and the 4K. Like
Whoa! I have a Blue Underground DVD of Suspiria.
really?
Swear to God.
yeah, it's got it's
look for
black
it.
and it's got like red and it's like a person's. It's this. It's
Well, it
this
must have
logo.
not been available very long. I don't remember that at all.
No, I could probably eyeball for it just to look at the year, but it's probably 2004.
Well, it was pretty much out of print though for a long time, and then like these editions were going for gigantic money on eBay up until the Synapse version came out.
Yeah, that's cool.
So wait, so you're saying that this came out on 9/11?
Yes.
So basically, like 9/11 happened, and I'm like going to Best Buy to buy it.
You were there that
So you're
morning,
telling me
what was
happened
going
that
on? Yeah.
Like, oh, tragedy! Like, where you going? I'm gonna go to Best Buy and pick up some spirit.
But the interesting thing, though, as far as Argento movies, though, everything else was already out, like Phenomena, Tenebrae, Four Flies on Gray Velvet, I think was out, Deep Red, yeah. So the big Suspiria was the last holdout for the DVD, so it's kind of interesting.
I've never really looked at this, but I opened this up, and inside of it, I'm sure some of you guys' stuff has this in it, is like a catalog, merchandise catalog.
Oh, yeah.
That has like T-shirts and stuff of all their releases at that time.
What's that? Shop.deadpit.com, you can still get that Anchor Bay T-shirt, by the way. It's official. Well, sort of.
Isn't that crazy? I can still send this in.
What were the prices of the shirts?
So I was looking at that. If you want the Halloween shirt, it's $17.95.
That's a hell of a deal.
The Michael Myers shirts, $17.95.
Yeah.
Denim shirts, $50. Damn.
Denim
Now Living Dead,
shirts?
$17.95.
Well,
Yeah,
it was the 90s and early 2000s.
that's true. I want to see what the denim shirt looks like. Where's that at? Oh, I see it. Oh my god. They've got a varsity jacket of Halloween. Like that one right in the middle.
Fuck, dude, that's fire. God
You can wear
damn.
that in a Suncoast video.
It's probably worth a lot of money now, man.
So y'all can get the out of print shit. I want to see if they got the
One of my favorite things.
varsity jacket.
Me and
Like
Carrie,
Steiner Brothers. But with
we
Halloween.
talk about this shit all the time too. Is like the old wrestling magazines and some of the shirts that are in those, because like they did shirts for everybody. Like Don Morocco had a damn shirt. Outback Jack, the Killer Bees. I'm like, who the hell bought that shit?
Like the Rougeau brothers. Or
Probably like the rarest shirt.
If you did, then it's probably worth like a couple $1,000.
Guarantee
now.
it.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So I have a DVD right here I want to talk about. See if any of you guys have any information on it. I think y'all have talked to Felsher about this, but as far as I know, this right here is out of print, and Anchor Bay is the only guys to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Cheerleader camp.
Cheerleader camp.
MIA, the source material is missing.
So
That's what I heard.
Could nobody just relicense whatever this? Could they not just take this DVD and?
Well, Felsher was in the chat. You could have asked him.
If I'm not mistaken, my
Where's he at?
memory is going.
He wasn't there by
He's gone now, but he was here earlier.
The transfer scan back then was in HD, but it's like 20 years old or whatever. So I don't know how good it would look.
Is it just a transfer situation that, as far as you know? I thought maybe like the guy who owned it died, and now it's
He did die, but I guess the rights would go to his family or whatever. So I don't know. I don't know how that works, but yeah, he had said that the source material after he passed away, nobody seems to know where the negatives and all that are.
But the thing is, when you look at something that like Vinegar Syndrome did with Iced, it's almost like as long as they can get the rights, they can just put out anything and just say Blu-ray. There's no way that Iced was touched at all.
Is that film halfway decent? Cheerleader
Halfway.
camp?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Cheerleader Camp's
pretty
Oh,
good.
Cheerleader camp. Yeah.
Which
We're talking about ice.
The rap song in Cheerleader Camp's my favorite. Her name is Bonnie. She acts kind of funny.
This is my favorite Anchor Bay DVD. I think Garrett has it, but I need somebody else to show it some love. Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys. Mr. Feldman's highest moment in
They
cinema.
were trying to give that shit away on deepdiscount.com. Like that one in Day of the Dead Contagium was like $4.99 for years and years and years.
I'm not saying it's expensive now, but like you have to go online and just buy this sucker.
I have it, yeah.
Look
They
at
were
Me and my dad watched this on Sci-Fi back in the day.
look at Jack on that cover. That alone should tell you there's something up with that.
He
Look
looks
at
like shit. He looks like a McDonald's toy.
him. He looks so bad.
And Feldman, God, I don't know what these people are telling him to do, or if he really is just like, you can't really direct him. because the voices he does in these movies, it's kind of impressive how bad. It's
I'm
almost
guessing it's
impressive.
the second one.
It's almost impressive how bad he can act in the movies, and the people in the scenes with him, they just don't break down laughing. It's impressive. I don't know how he gets away with it, but he did the same thing in that movie that got released like a couple months ago with a birthday. It's impressive how bad he is.
I haven't
and everybody
seen it
around him. Yeah.
That's sort of his thing, though.
Yeah. You know what's so fucked up? Every time I go to see anything of like Corey Feldman, like on Facebook or Instagram, where he's talking, I always go to the comments and like there's always the wrong Corey died. Like all the comments, and there's a bunch of thumbs up next to it. It's like, God, y'all are brutal, man.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
harsh.
apologize for that. That might be my thumbs up.
Oh shit.
Well, I mean, speaking of the Coreys, I mean, I can showcase this really quick. These
Please
are
do.
worth a ton of money. These two bad boys?
Yeah.
These are Anchor Bay titles as well.
God, that License to Rob has eluded me for years.
I've got
Yeah,
the
so this
DVD
is-
of that, Garrett.
They have the DVD. Anchor Bay did the DVD, which is you can still get.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are pretty sought after. I mean,
That was
They kinda
later
came
on
in
in
that-
Anchor Bay, too. That was like, what, 2008 or so?
this was. They came out, I think, the same day.
I
don't
have the
even know
License
when
to Drive one. They actually sent us that to review back in the day. And Lucas, I think I have on DVD.
DVD.
But
Yeah, I don't know what date this came out, which year.
License
it was-
to
it
Drive's
was-
a damn classic, though, man.
Oh
Like,
yeah, it was almost when they got.
how
just-
does that
around
not
the
get
end
a
of Anchor Bay.
re-release? It was like a big hit when that came out.
I think it's just there's something weird with the Haim stuff, man. Because
Billy
you
Ocean.
can't get any of it. You can't get none of it. You
He's
get
being an asshole about that song, Billy Ocean.
you get Lost Boys and you get Silver Bullet, and that's it. Everything else is gone.
I thought this was Anchor Bay, but it's not.
Oh yeah, of course.
What? That's the only way to get that damn movie too. I think.
Felcher will probably eventually do it. He's doing everything.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Get to work, Felcher.
I'm pretty sure, man. Garrett, you probably know this more than me though. I watched this movie a couple nights ago. I'm fairly certain that Corey Haim was fucked up through this entire movie.
The walkthrough, of course.
Yeah, I was like, dude,
was that-
he can
yeah,
barely
that
like get through a
Right
scene.
around. Yeah, right around Dream a Little Dream, and he was a mess in that. So yeah.
I've got a couple here, though, that I'd bought since. Like, remember when we did our original Anchor Bay video probably 3 or 4 years ago? And I had these movies on search, on the save searches for years and years, and I just wait for them to get around $10 or so. That's the sweet spot. And the first two is great, and then Uncle Bill highly puts over the third one. I don't remember ever seeing it, so I was going to showcase this one. This one's highly underrated. This is Hitchhike with David Hess, Franco Nero. Nobody talks about this movie, man, and I think it may be David Hess's, like, other than Last House on the Left, of course, his best performance in a movie.
Dead End Street is a real.
That's just kind of like a Last House.
Oh yeah, it's very
spoof
similar.
almost, though.
Uh,
But nobody ever talks about this movie, though. That's one thing you got to say. Nobody talks about Hitchcock for some reason.
I never heard of it.
You're right, but you know what? That does have a Blu-ray, as well. But I don't know who put it out.
I don't know either.
It's hard to get though. But yeah, nobody talks about Hitchhike.
Another one nobody talks about that's freaking great is Anguish that they did back in the day. Zelda Rubinstein.
I was gonna say, is that who that is?
Yeah. It's a movie. They did a movie within a movie like many years before it came a thing, this movie. And very well made. The director's name, you'll never forget it. It's Big Ass Luna is his name. He's a Spanish director. This one is really great. It also has like almost like a giallo, like Italian top vibe to it as well. And a lot of the movie takes place inside of a movie theater. This is like one that if somebody re-releases it, it'll get a whole new audience. Because nobody knows what it is.
I'm gonna have to look out for that tomorrow.
This is slasher. Now, Uncle Bill can put this one over, but it was either get this or buy a Scream Factory Blu-ray. I got this. This is
That's a great
Superstition
movie.
Ain't the
Yeah.
way
from the 80s slasher. Is it a supernatural slasher, right, Uncle Bill?
Yeah, that's what I would call it. Yeah, it's like a combination of some sort of weird ghost possession movie mixed with a slasher, but it's fucking amazing. It has a lot of gore in it too.
Another one that I would recommend that I unfortunately don't have the DVD of it, maybe Garrett has it, is the 1988 movie Pin, which that one has never seen a re-release. Yep. He was,
Motherfucker,
he
you
was
got the bin
thinking,
right there, brother. You got the bin right there. I was going to grab that right now.
What is that about?
That's a
Yeah,
cool
explain
movie,
that.
man,
Explain that movie, Garrett. Go for it.
Christian, you would love it. I can tell you right now that you would love it. It's more along the lines of like another like psychological horror movie, really, or is it really even a horror movie?
It's
What do
like
you think?
about it's about like some kind of medical dummy that they have like at their house that they like talk to and shit like that. And
Is it really the
trying to remember
dummy,
it.
or is this dude fucking crazy? Basically,
Oh, that
yeah,
sounds
like
great.
that. It's cool, man. I'm surprised nobody's done this movie again. I mean, I don't know why it's still sitting around on DVD, but it's a pretty badass movie.
Why am I more excited to get old Anchor Bay DVDs today more than I genuinely? It's not a gimmick. I genuinely enjoy getting Anchor Bay stuff more now than anything new.
You mean you don't want
agree
Drop
with you.
Zone?
The
Yeah.
4K
4K.
drop zone.
cinematograph.
You know?
I agree. I think
Clarinet
for me,
player?
it's like it I don't know, like it just feels different. Like it feels a little more gritty. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's like we talked about before. It's physical media horror history, I think, to me.
I love
That's
it.
why I feel like I do
Pin
love it.
is very expensive still. The DVD of it. There's I have a Blu-ray that's kind of like an upscale DVD that's from France or Germany or something like that. So you can get that one way cheaper.
I can't, brother. The tariffs going up. Did any of you guys see
Oh, hurry.
this with the Jason goes to Jason? His name
I
was
had
Jason.
that.
Yeah, I
So-
think I used that.
I
Check
used
this
it
out.
too.
My mind was blown today. A guy that I'm friendly with on Instagram, he has a copy of this that has a sticker promoting Rob Zombie's Halloween, and it has a rebate for a ticket for Rob Zombie's Halloween, just like this. I'd never in my life, I've seen this online before.
Jesus.
I've
Oh,
never in my
God.
life seen that they did this. It was like a super limited Best Buy thing where they did this promoting
Huh.
Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Well, what's
Probably
weird
get a
about
I can't
that
rebate
find it on
for
eBay
that.
either.
They probably
I was gonna
burned
say
it.
that wasn't even the same company. You know what I mean? Like that they'd be like Anchor Bay didn't do Rob Zombie Halloween, so it would be strange that they would be promoting it, right?
Yeah, I know.
If they want to give me the money back for buying that ticket, though, I'd really appreciate that.
Hey, brother, you got your money taken. It's gone, brother.
20 years later.
So I don't know. There's a lot of cool shit from Anchor Bay. Like some of my stuff I never pulled. It's just because I have like a DVD spinner right here, but I still have a lot more Anchor Bay that just get shoved. I got Bad Dreams from them a couple months ago, which I love that movie. Probably the best Elm Street ripoff movie ever.
Richard Lynch
Uh,
is great.
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jack
What is
Brooke.
that? Whoa, let me see that. Monster Slayer.
Anchor Bay, yeah, it's Jack Brooks Monster Slayer from Anchor Bay. I think it's a film they try to make a franchise. It's a decent, monster movie. They didn't
That had a
quite
lot
follow
behind it
through.
when it first came out. That was
Yeah.
talked
Yeah.
about a lot.
Robert Englund's really good in that movie, actually.
Yeah, it's fun for when it needed to be. I liked it.
Now, I can't believe nobody's talked about these fuckers yet because like these was some of my favorites.
Let's see. Hold on, Bill.
Do you remember these
Oh,
double
yes.
packs?
Oh,
Fade
yeah.
to Hell Night, double back drive in.
There was
Uncle
like
Bill likes it because they drive in.
well, these were just like the
Bro, pull
only
that
way
tape off the
you
top.
know
What the hell? Look at that hack job
Dressed
on
me out,
that
yeah.
DVD.
Oh yeah,
Repacks.
Look at that hack
There's-
job.
That means you ripped it open and just really quick.
Some
to
of the
get to those
titles that
fuckers.
didn't sell very well, they put in those 2-packs, and then they Christian was talking about the 6-packs or whatever. Like that was just titles that they couldn't sell very many of or whatever.
Yeah, I get
Where
that.
the hell
Which
did
is
that
so
come
funny
from?
to think about, right? Because now Fade to Black is like, admittedly, I never heard of Fade to Black until I saw it on In Search of Darkness.
Funny story that I want to have to dig this up. I don't remember which show this was on. We had Felcher on, and the same thing happened with Midnight Hour. Nobody bought it at all when it was in print. And they ended up throwing a ton of them in the dumpster or whatever.
Nightmares was a rare one, dude, back in the day.
I like that little anthology too.
It used to be worth a ton of money.
I found that
and then they put out
a pawn shop back in the day. Yeah, it was like $70 or $80 DVD, easy.
I had that too. I have that.
Yeah, but isn't there a green case?
There is a whole like syringe set.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
The big
Yep,
box.
I had that.
Garrett bought the PC game. What the hell is that?
Ooh.
It's like a PC game.
It's
Like
like
came with a syringe in here, dude.
Syringe.
They
A
tried to
syringe.
It's
make
got
it
like
resemble
green.
the big
At least
box
it used to
VHS.
have like green fluid in it. Yeah.
That's not real.
Yeah. That's a
Dude,
good
what
one.
the fuck?
I
I
remember
mean, you've
that.
opened that, huh?
Oh yeah, I got the DVD. I got signed by Combs in here. So what the fuck?
Very, very nice.
Garrett is a dark dreamer.
Why do I feel like I have a Blu-ray from that,
you a dark
but it
dreamer?
wasn't Anchor Bay? It was like Midnight Movies or some shit. Maybe not. I could be thinking of something else. But yeah, I got that.
They might have done the Blu-ray. No. Oh no, you're right. It was like that other one, Midnight Movie. Or
One
whatever.
in Arrow Video, I think, did the Blu-ray.
This isn't.
Yeah, but there was another one before that. I think somebody else.
Oh, is it
another
Image
company put it out.
Entertainment, maybe? Or
Yeah.
something
That might be.
like
This isn't super super cool, but like when my Blockbuster was going out, I bought that copy, so I got a Blockbuster copy, and whatever that is, I don't think I ever even put that disc in before. But I have a laser disc that has this
It's a
art.
documentary or something in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep. That was the first way I watched this movie, though.
The one with the Fade to Black, was that the only way you could get it before it got re-released on?
There's
it Vampire
a
Syndrome?
There was a standalone edition
yeah.
too.
Oh, okay.
There were several like that. The one had like spontaneous combustion and something else.
The Pit was on one, I think.
Yeah, that's the only way I have that movie Possession. I
Mountain
can
of the
really
Cannibal
Possession.
God. Possession.
get it again.
Does anybody have
Cemetery
the?
Man.
Does anybody have the Circuit City?
I
Rise,
just got the
Rise of Leslie Vernon.
I just
I
got
would
the
I
never
bear
have
one.
that
fan of that
edition, but
movie.
what's that sticker, Christian,
No,
on
that
there?
movie-
It says that's why I said Circuit City.
Oh,
It used to be-
whatever.
I love that shit, dude. That's
Hatchet.
awesome.
It's got a Hatchet exclusive DVD.
Fuck
That's
Hatchet.
God.
Fuck you, pal, fuck
you.
There you go.
Hatchet.
That's
Oh,
old school American horror.
Woo!
Look at me, I'm
What
Adam
old
Green.
school American horror?
Like Garrett can't leave well enough alone. He's got to get something that comes with the
Yeah.
car.
Look at this shit. He's got the
He's got the
fucking
keychain.
hatchet in it.
Got the keychain, dude. Best Buy exclusive.
Dude, I want to
He's
put that
tearing
on.
up Hatchet, dude. Look at he's tearing
Hell
up
yeah.
Hatchet.
Holy shit.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah,
You're a madman.
that's what it deserves.
He's getting violent
Dude, but
tonight,
just
boss.
leave it. Do not
Oh.
tear up the table of contents card. Do not tear up the table of contents.
Dear Lord, the humanity.
That's what I'm here for. Now my job is done. Fuck Hatchet. It's a piece of shit movie. I forgot I had this. I'll just destroy it on camera.
Man,
I-
Hatchet was like one of the biggest letdowns of all time.
Listen,
Is that what it
Uncle Bill,
deserves?
Uncle Bill, what's better? What do you do like Hatchet better than Art the Clown though, right?
No.
You like Art the Clown?
Not at all.
Hey, there's no way you like Art the Clown, Bill. There's no way in hell.
Art
What
the
do you
Clown
mean?
is better than this, in my opinion.
You-
I'm
I
not
actually
sure
do.
if I-
Like, yeah, there's not much I hate worse than the first Hatchet. Well, actually, all the Hatchets.
This
What are you
is
talking-
the
you don't
Hatchet
like-
franchise.
You
I'm
guys
next.
don't like the chicken and the biscuits with the gravy? And the
I did
chicken?
smell
remember.
smell
With
what
the
Danielle was
biscuits?
cooking in part
biscuits.
2.
I remember though, fucking Michael Felsher when Hatchet first came out, right? And they had like Anchor Bay had like a table with a video, thing where they were showing it and everything like, at their table, like a
Oh, it
preview
looked,
of it.
looked great.
Yeah, and it looked amazing. And then I went over and Felsher had already seen it, and I was like, man, that looks really, really good. Like this is going to be like a return to slasher films from the '80s. And he was like, I don't think so. And like I knew something was wrong at that point. And then it was just you got to understand
Shit.
the hype around that movie too.
I know, I
Different
get it. I
thing.
mean, because what's he's basically making parodies of slasher films, and
Well,
sometimes I wonder, what do they do that out of fear of trying to take it seriously? I always wonder because Charlie Band does that now. He's a complete parody of himself. He doesn't do anything seriously at all because it's like he doesn't want the criticism of trying.
I think he was actually trying to make like a legitimate old school 80s slasher film. But then once it gets to
he'd
like
never
part
seen
3
Madman
and 4,
before, right? Though that's what he said in an interview. That's when it pissed me off. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Well, whoever did the makeup had definitely seen
You
Madman.
little turd.
If he hadn't.
Well, speaking of Madman, that was another Anchor Bay title that was very rare.
Whoa!
Yeah.
This was the
You know
first
he's gonna
time
have
I'd ever
that.
seen that movie, man.
God damn it! I didn't even know they did Madman. I bet you that looks like shit on DVD.
It was hard. It was very hard to get
It
fine.
looks okay. It looks okay.
Is that guy doing the interview that your boy did on there, Jay Real?
No, this was before that. This was like 2000s when this DVD came out, long time ago. There is a commentary on it. This was the first time that I'd ever seen it, though. Uncle Bill actually had, I think it was Uncle Bill's copy. And I watched it and just marked when I heard that song at the end, I was like, fuck yeah, man, this is my shit.
Why does it look like a Blair Witch DVD? It does. the Blair Witch featuring Madman.
It is what it is. I kind of like the cover, though.
No, I don't. I like it too. But the
that was
font,
a creepy part in that movie, dude, when he was up in the tree and shit. That was
Yeah.
There's a UK version that has that cover as well, which I need to get that, but yeah, Anchor Bay UK. But yeah, this was I think 99 or 2000, and it was out of print for about 10 years, and was another one going for $60-$70.
is that shrink wrap still, or did you just throw a condom on it?
I've got like protection on it. Yeah,
Okay,
bagging
cool.
this shit now.
He's bagging it.
Which they make the Mylar protectors, so I may get these from Anchor Bay, but I haven't yet. I haven't invested in that yet. But yeah, this one. What have I got in here?
Weed.
All right, cool. I forgot I had this in here.
The receipt.
All right, so this was a CD, evidently, that Paul Ehlers gave me and signed himself.
Oh, wow.
Madman, Metal Man for Wes.
Don't let Metal Man see that. Sue your ass again.
Yeah, it looks like Paul signed it, and maybe somebody else signed it. I'm not really sure. I'll have to check that out. I don't remember this at all.
First saw Madman?
When I first saw Madman, I think it was right before we started doing the show. Right, Uncle Bill?
It was right around the time of the show, yeah. Like,
yeah, because we interviewed Madman in like 2006, I think. 2007, maybe. We actually found him. We were the ones that, and he still credits us as that, so that's pretty cool too. Got him out of hiding.
our biggest achievement was finding him, Ron Sloan, and Ethel. Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, I don't even want to look that up on eBay.
I think you can get this pretty cheap now. I think.
Yeah, I think probably now because wait, who put it out already?
Code Red
Vinegar Syndrome put out
Vinegar
recently, didn't they?
and
there's
I got
been
the Arrow
numerous releases. Yeah,
Arrow.
over the years. I've got all of them.
Do they pay you when they take your interviews to put them on the special features?
Yeah, they give
I
us a lot of
wish.
money.
Vinegar Syndrome did actually send us free copies at least.
Well, how do they license that? Like, if it's your material,
It's pretty much.
How do they license?
They just take it, man. Like
They just take it.
Dinner with Leatherface was another one that used like brief clips that I think it was Ray Boucher did for our YouTube page with Gunnar Hansen, and they never asked us shit. We did get a special thanks at the end of it, but that was it.
Oh, great.
I don't know. Why do I just
Rainbow, yeah. Thank you much.
I think
You just start suing everybody next year just for the fuck of it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's not. I'm not saying like I would. If it was me in that position, I would be. I would be. I would just be happy that they use it because my
They
name
use
is
under
on the
fair
back of it.
use. They use the fair use thing, so that it's their way to work around not paying.
it's how Dark
anybody.
Side of the Ring works too, right?
Like if
That's
it's
how
on
they can
YouTube,
use-
people just take your stuff.
but technically
Like-
that's not fair use, right? Because they're not editing the material and putting their own commentary over it. They're literally just taking their interviews and just putting them on there unaltered, right?
Well, they alter in a way where we'll use it in this fashion within this bigger scheme. I mean, I did stuff randomly, and there was this Will Wheaton project where they took some of my stuff, and of course, ironically, Kevin Smith presented it. So they bring two people I don't like, Kevin Smith and Will Wheaton, right in the middle of it. But
what the hell do you have against Will Wheaton?
Yeah,
Like,
I
I'm
know.
not-
Poor Will Wheaton. What he do to anybody?
That's a guy to have a grudge against right there.
he's a fucking
Will Wheaton.
dork.
Fucking
He's a
leech sucked on his bird back in the day, man. Leave him alone.
He's a dork.
Jesus.
He's got an issue with Will Wheaton, a beef with Will Wheaton.
It's a complete dork.
Oh, fuck.
That's a new shirt, Rambo versus Will Wheaton. That's his new shirt.
In a steel cage.
It's like when you guys' stuff was in that Uwe Boll documentary. They just take it and just put it in there.
He had a documentary. Uwe Boll.
Two of them. I was in one, and they were in another one.
Yeah, I don't even remember
Jesus.
that, to be honest.
They
We were
took
cutting the
your
wrestling
stuff-
promo on him or something, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that. Yeah,
Let me tell you something, baby.
and they put something in it for like his naysayers.
Just to know that we were on his radar for a brief period of time and he hated us is an amazing feeling.
So, do you guys think that still till this day that Anchor Bay did like the gaudiest special edition releases?
The
If you-
gaudiest?
Because, like for instance, let me show you something.
I would say Vinegar Syndrome nowadays or something. Back then, I don't know. Maybe back then.
I mean, this is pretty gaudy.
Holy
Whoa.
shit, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. As a different era that like there were a
Yeah.
couple of different eras of Anchor Bay. So like the Walking Dead stuff.
This was their last hurrah, really, right?
Yeah, like what I think that was like Lionsgate at that point, if I'm not mistaken.
It is cool. Look, the arm goes up when you shove it in
Oh,
there.
that is sick, dude, huh?
Yeah, but what's more gaudy than the Dick Demon? I think the Dick Demon.
Well,
Probably
the Dick
won.
Demon's classy, brother.
Dick Demon should have been recalled.
The dick demon is defective. That's just how it
Or
is.
the Plumber Moxley with the eyeball thing or whatever they came out with recently.
the Beyond.
Yeah,
Were you guys not watching Walking Dead when it came out?
I've got the
I'm sure
original
you were.
Eerie Eyeball, man.
Oh, was that you that posted about that today? Let me hold on. Let me see
Yeah.
that. You know, it's so funny. Somebody showed a picture of that on the DeadPit page on Facebook, and
It's from the theatrical run, yeah.
It's like 1998 or something.
Yep.
Somebody posted one, and the caption said, "I've got the original eyeball from 1988. Are you jealous?" And then the top comment was like, "Not really." Like
You should be.
like 4 or
You're gonna
5
get a
of them.
complete. They're gonna have both balls here soon.
2 balls, brother.
But yeah, I didn't know where it actually came from, and I saw that Grindhouse posted about it. I think I'd gotten a lot of stuff on eBay like probably 20 years ago or whatever.
So when they did because I ordered the Beyond like the first day it went up or whatever, they did another one, but they didn't offer the ball.
That's
That's
right.
it. That's the only thing. Yeah.
And it sold out again, and then they brought it back again. So this is on like
So
the
wait,
third.
the only difference was the eyeball?
They dropped the
Yep.
ball on the second run, brother.
But the price is the same, right? So if you miss
Price
So-
is
out,
exactly the same. Yeah.
So you're a loser if you didn't get the ball.
right?
Oh,
Get that eyeball, buddy. You ain't worth
Missed out
shit.
on the
You ain't
eerie
worth a
eyeball,
goddamn.
man.
I
that's
don't
right.
care.
Stuntman Mark.
So we're gonna do
calling
a
out.
video opening it, and we're gonna have to just have.
I
Mark
gotta
do it
say
on an
though,
eyeball.
we're gonna do.
I'm gonna make fun of
for
people that
sure.
didn't get the eyeball.
Oh, you're a loser.
We got
You're
to
a bum.
get Stuntman Mark on there and make fun of him because he didn't get the eyeball.
That's right.
But dudes, I'm gonna tell you, I think that this is the set of the year. I think that this Beyond set is going to be.
Well, I'll tell you what. Apparently, they're using sliders for the movies. Like you gotta put them in. Like it's not a jewel case for whatever, or like a case for the movies. And
It
people
don't
are-
bother me very much.
Well, let me
We'll
tell you,
see.
brother.
Say about that. See
I'll
those
tell you what.
sliders.
Take your time, baby. It's okay. You don't need to be in a rush. Get those
I'm
discs
very-
out very carefully.
I am very excited as well.
So now's the time. Should I sell my Grindhouse Blu-ray, or
I'm very sure you
do you think
should.
that- are we gonna do that? And then the people are gonna be like, the Blu-ray was better because it's got this. Is it the same shit?
There's
Just the-
always some asshole. It's always going to be like, oh, the Blu-ray was better, the DVD was better, the VHS tape was better.
Man, Grindhouse is among the very best when it comes to those remasters and stuff like that. Hollywood 9208 or whatever the hell it was called. Like I didn't know what the hell it was. It was from like the early 70s. It looked brand new. I don't know what in the hell they do, man, but their transfers are insane.
Just real quick, Mr. Deadlights, thank you so much.
Just real quick.
Favorite comfort food? Rambo,
Hold up, everybody.
Rambo, I want you take it away, dude. I'm dying to know what your favorite comfort food is. Edge of my seat.
Just mellow yellow cows.
Mellow yellow.
Get some of that thickening powder and just eat the fucking mellow yellow.
It's got to be
Powder.
pizza for me, dude. No question. Pizza.
Uncle Bill, take it away.
Biscuits and gravy, boys. Come
on. Fucking biscuits.
Never had it. They don't exist here.
Uncle Bill, when you go to Texas Roadhouse, do you get full off the bread before the food
I
gets
fucking
there?
hate bread. That is one thing I will say.
I hate bread.
I don't eat bread, man.
Give me the bread.
What
Like
about
bread
some of
and
that?
bread in
cinnamon
general,
butter?
or just there?
Just bread. I fucking don't like bread. First of all, who the fuck sits down at a restaurant?
How do you
and
eat
is like,
sandwiches?
let me eat a whole loaf of fucking bread before my dinner comes
How do you
out.
eat? What do you put on sandwiches?
It's like
on
them
top of
big
bread?
brown loaves of bread at Outback Steakhouse. Now, come on. Ain't nobody that don't
You
enjoy
eat
that
burgers
shit.
with like pancakes on top and then bread or something.
I mean,
Pancakes
when,
and burgers.
when you make something at home, do you get a fucking loaf of bread out?
Yeah, I just did today. I put peanut butter sandwiches.
Goddamn right, dude.
What about Sunday? You don't
I
like
just
Sunday
had to hear
buns? Everybody likes
good for
Sunday
you.
Rambo's the
buns.
guy that's walking out of the grocery store with the big loaf hanging out the
Hanging
bag.
out the bag.
in the movie.
I'm
Good
making
for
this
you, man.
steak. Let me get
Uncle
this
Bill,
nature's own bread out.
Do
and
you
eat
not
this
like
shit
a
before
good old egg sandwich?
Just a peanut butter sandwich. It's good for you.
Egg
good.
sandwich
Yeller.
with mayonnaise and cheese.
And Meller Yeller.
So you don't like bread at all?
No, I fucking hate bread. I really do. I just don't like it.
So do you not eat sandwiches at all?
That's
Like
a weird
back in
thing to
school-
hate, isn't it?
Like,
I'm
like back in
just
school,
like,
was he at lunch, like eating like
That's
deli
like
meat
somebody
with,
saying,
like,
God damn it, I
one at a
fucking
time?"
hate ice cream.
Let me.
you never
let me-
eat sandwiches?
No, let me clarify. I like toast, but I hate fucking bread.
I don't even
So
like
like, if
thing.
it's
toast.
toasted, I mean, sometimes
Is it
I'll
the
eat,
same thing?
like, well,
Toasted-
yeah, but I
toast
mean,
is bread.
for some reason,
Burnt
the
ass bread's what he
consistency
likes.
of bread, I just don't fucking like. It's like eating dough
How
or
about
something.
French
I don't know.
toast? How about French
I just
toast?
don't fucking like it.
You like
You don't
French
like the
toast?
texture of
You gotta-
French
they-
toast.
when you
I
have
don't really
breadsticks,
like
would you eat
French
those?
toast.
How about breadsticks? We eat that.
Breadsticks, like I can
With
take 'em or leave
cheese.
'em.
What about
Wait, is it
Subway?
Cheese,
biscuit?
maybe.
Is it biscuits kind of bread?
Yeah, I mean biscuits is whatever. What
But
the fuck? I
It's
don't know what biscuits
it's
are
soaking
now.
up
They
all
get
that gravy,
yeast.
baby. And
Use
it's
bread to
just a
soak it
little
up, too.
bit. You sprinkle you
Oh.
some pepper on that gravy.
Here's my thing: if I'm going to eat something like a good meal of some kind, I don't want to fill up on fucking bread. Like, what is the point? Bread is the most common ass thing you can get, but you're going to eat a whole bunch of it.
Oh, if you go to a
Dude.
Mexican restaurant though, do you get rice?
What the fuck? How does that connect?
It's
Fills you
starch,
up.
brother.
It's fucking shit that'll just fill you up. And you won't want to eat the actual food.
I
Compare
mean,
bread and
but my
rice, like,
question
it's
is-
the same
Yeah,
thing.
it's like-
It's just
So you're
bizarre.
fine to sit
You
down.
swell up your belly welly, baby.
So are you fine with being filled up with toast?
I mean, if I'm making toast, then I'm either making it for a sandwich that'll be the meal,
Like bread.
right, of lunch. Yeah, right. Or I'm making it for breakfast. But like I what I'm saying, I guess more than anything is, I'm not going to sit down and get ready to eat a meal and eat a whole bunch of fucking bread.
Let me tell
I'm
you
not
something.
saying like you
Not
eat
doing
it like
that.
potato chips,
You don't put some
but
butter
just a
on that
bread
bad boy
here.
and eat
Like
a
when
little
assholes
slice?
bring out those loaves of bread you have to cut yourself and everything, I just want to throw that shit in their face. Like, who the fuck eat? Like, I just don't
Jackson
understand.
Jack's talking about cauliflower rice. Now, boys, who the fuck eats that shit? That is the nastiest. That's like a motherfucker I
What the
work
hell is
with.
cauliflower rice?
Cauliflower, basically, like in small pieces.
Oh God.
What is it called, Garrett? Is it spaghetti squash, right? What kind of squash is it? Somebody told me, I
Ask
was like,
Garrett because he's like the hell.
I tried it. I was convinced that it was going to be very close to actual spaghetti.
No, it's
right?
not anything like spaghetti. No, it's not. It's all over. It's not
It looks
the same.
nice. It looks like it could be spaghetti.
Yeah,
if you
it's
don't pay, and
Alright.
I don't like it either.
You start
What's your-
chewing on it, it's crunchy.
What's your thoughts about cauliflower pizza crust? Because that's another thing that got.
I've
took
tried
out for a
that.
while.
I've
I
tried
can't tell
that.
the difference in that.
It's not half
I mean-
bad. It really ain't half bad.
Yeah, but if it tastes like pizza, I'm fine with it. You know, I don't care what the hell the shit's made of.
I don't think cauliflower pizza is that good for you. It tastes too good.
Fuck
That's
that.
true. There's probably a
Yeah,
something there.
there's some trick in that or something.
Uncle Bill, are you a McDonald's kind of guy? Or are you a Burger
No,
King?
I
Are you a Burger
fucking-
King?
I hate McDonald's so much.
Burger King makes me shit like a madman, like within 20 minutes.
I mean, if I had to pick between the two, I'd definitely pick Burger King. But I'm not a huge fan. First of all, Burger King's fries taste like fucking styrofoam. Like I hate.
Yeah, their fries were never that good though. Like they changed them, I think, way back in the '80s or early '90s, and it never was the same for me.
Wendy's screwed their fries up big time too. I used to like Wendy's fries.
I couldn't tell you a single thing at McDonald's that's worth a fuck. I really
Filet of fish,
chicken nuggets.
I've never had a filet of fish.
Chicken nuggets.
I love. That's my favorite sandwich.
The nuggets are good.
Shit.
I like that old
chicken nuggets, man.
The Burger King chicken sandwich that was like a long sub. That was my shit. I used to get that all the time.
Big chicken. You know what I miss? The big Montana at Arby's. What the
Arby's? What a callback. The big
Montana, man. What happened
big old
to the
juicy
big Montana?
roast beef sandwich.
What
it was
is
just a huge
Montana?
roast beef sandwich.
It's a gigantic roast beef sandwich, right? And it had like this special like horseradish sauce on it. It was great.
Okay.
And they made it like the 90s, early 2000s, and they just quit. It was like crazy popular, but they never brought it back. It's weird. They must have got sued by the state of Montana or something, maybe. I don't know.
Is Arby's still around?
Yeah.
Very popular
We don't have
around
those
here.
here at all.
Man,
they shut ours down too.
We used to have one in a mall, in our mall back in the day, but that's it.
Okay, wait. Does Uncle Bill? Did you ever eat Arby's?
Yeah.
You don't like
So
it?
you ever eat the sandwiches?
Arby's
No,
is
he would
like
just take
have
the
the
roast beef
bread.
out and just eat it.
very expensive.
But I don't
though.
like it.
He don't like it.
I don't like Arby's either.
Well, you don't like nothing. You don't fucking like bread.
Well, I'll tell you something about
I hate bread.
the fucking
You
thing
should take him
about
out to
Arby's.
dinner and be like, eat your goddamn bread.
The thing about Arby's is you can go have a sit down fucking meal for the price of shit you get at Arby's. Like,
Let me tell you though, like I don't know if you guys remember Racks roast beef. There's a couple of those still left, like within like an hour or so of our house, and 10-1 it beats the shit out of Arby's. Like it's great. Ironton, Ohio, I think is the closest one does.
That's only a local thing, or
Racks used to be nationwide, but it was like
It did,
probably
but
in
they
the
shut 'em all
80s. There's only like maybe 4 or 5 left in the whole country.
how did we get here?
I don't know.
comfort food.
Comfort food.
Yeah.
My comfort food's pussy, both.
Chick-fil-A. I don't know what Culver's is. Do you guys have a Culver's?
It's a burger place.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. Yeah.
I've never heard of it before.
It's probably a regional thing or something. I don't know.
We have Chick-fil-A, but I don't really go there that much.
Yeah, the Christian people, they can't go there.
There's only like one around, really. Like there's not many over here, so it's like kind of out of the way.
My
That's
wife
the
loves
Lord's
Chick-fil-A.
chicken, buddy. You don't mess with that. The Lord.
Chick-fil-A
yes,
is
chicken.
good. I mean, say what you want to about the politics, but that's some good shit.
Oh yeah, Christian. I think that Mr. Daylights a while back had another super chat for you.
Oh God.
about
Did he really?
Walmart. Things about Walmart and Faces of Death.
Oh, there's another one I missed too. I'm sorry, Antonis, $5. Thank you so much. I watched the first time action movie last night called Thunderball 1965. Have you seen it before? No, I have not.
No, me either.
The James Bond.
Thunderball 65.
Thunderball 60.
You're my Can I buy a big shelf? Oh, I don't know.
Uncle Bill.
Uncle Bill said, get them storage bins.
Yeah.
Man, son.
Stack them bins.
Uncle Bill's gonna have to organize his Anchor Base stuff though, man. I still have all my Anchor Base stuff in the main collection. Like I cannot,
Yeah, that's why I got my spinner shelf. Is for all my
I
DVD
can't
stuff.
set it out in a storage building. I just don't want nothing bad to happen to it.
Antonis, you can go on. You can go on eBay, not eBay, on Amazon. Just look up Atlantic.
Give
shelving.
me your Anchor Bay collection, then I'll take care of it.
Hell yeah, I'm down too.
I'll send it to you.
Does anybody have anything else they want to show real quick? Because the only thing I think I want to mention after this is basically when you guys kind of noticed they disappeared and what the last release was you kind of got from them.
Yeah, I
I
got
got a couple,
nobody
like this was a big one back in the day.
Yeah.
I've got that one.
I thought that was Image. They did a. Hold on, let me pull you up on that.
I think they did 1 and 2, right?
What's that big sticker on there?
Yeah, this is I saved this. This is on the cellophane. It includes a limited edition of
What
House
the
2.
fuck, Rambo? They made
20,000
different
copies.
covers of Heathers.
Oh yeah,
Oh
what do you
yeah, I
got,
just
Rambo?
noticed.
And
Oh, dude, yeah.
I think they later didn't they do an individual release of this, but for a long time it was just.
Well, I
it's
have
the only way
House.
to get part 2, which I like part 2 better than the original movie.
I have
to be
House and
honest.
House 2 separately on DVD, but it's like it's Image Entertainment.
Yeah, so
It's
this
not
was
Anchor
like
Bay. That's cool.
99, no 2000, 2001. But yeah, I hung on to this thing for however long, whenever it came out.
Dude, they did a I think like 5 Heathers covers. I've
Who's
got
got-
3. I need 2 more.
Yeah, Uncle Bill and me have
Or
2
two.
different. We
I
didn't
figured you'd
realize.
have all 5 of them.
Me and Uncle Bill have 2 different covers. We didn't
look here.
realize it.
I've got Christian
Is this
Slater.
This is mine,
Yeah,
and then
Another
he has
rider.
Christian Slater.
Yeah, there's Shannon Doherty and the other 2 Heathers.
Yeah, our
that.
covers are dating each other.
Listen, you ain't worth a shit if you don't have all 5 of them covers.
I want all
right
5
now.
covers. I got
Christian,
3.
get on it.
I've got the
Hey,
Heathers
another one they
locker
did with
up
multiple
there.
covers.
I
You
got
guys
the better
remember
one.
these Evil Dead editions that they?
I freaking love those. I don't have any.
I
of
saw
them.
that on eBay, but I didn't.
There's
I
like
didn't go for it.
6, I think.
Yeah, that's
different
those
ones.
are Grail pieces for me.
I've seen
It's
those,
hard to
yeah.
get them in good condition because they're all broken.
Yeah, they're like
this
Sega
one's
Saturn
got a
cases.
crack
Yeah.
on it or whatever. Yeah, so it's like the Sega CD cases, and they didn't have an actual cover, so the cover was just the disc. So
That's it's cool. At the same time, yeah. Once I got that chunky blue one, when I saw that on eBay, I was like, I don't know. Like I really like that big blue one. Reminds me of bread.
Brad.
Brad,
I'm waiting for somebody to bring this up because when I think about Anchor Bay, this is immediately what I think of.
Sleepaway Camp.
Oh,
hell, you got yours with cellophane and shit.
Uncle
Yeah,
Bill
well-
wrapped. Uncle Bill got saran
It's-
wrap.
It came this way. It's actually signed by Felissa Rose and the
Oh.
director.
Well, that's
Did-
interesting
did
that you
get
say that,
off
dude,
Felcher or
because
something?
Yeah, that's the one I got off.
I got
Felser.
the-
That's
I got
why
the-
it's wrapped by him.
there's 4 editions of that, man. So like you got the different one than me. See, so I need yours.
Wait, what the hell? What do you mean? There's different editions?
Look at mine. Mine has the
his
bloody.
has blood on it.
That's what I've got. I've got
Oh,
the
yeah.
one that Garrett has. It has the Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah, and then
I got the
These
loser
flowers.
edition.
And
I
now
got the
see, that's
dumbass
what's funny
edition.
is he's got a different one of me. So these are all 4 of them right here. All 4 of us have all of them right.
I
here.
got the splatter on mine, brother.
Isn't that amazing? There's 4 different versions of
That
it.
is
There's
insane.
4 variants. Yeah. So we all have each one.
They
That's
got in
funny.
trouble from Red Cross because they own the cross.
They should have done Blue Cross, brother.
That'd be killer. Put a Blue Cross sticker over top of it.
Oh shit.
One last one. I don't think I showed this one. This one's signed by. We had him on the show back in the day. Tom DeSimone, the director of Hell
baby.
Night.
Yeah.
And this one was going for big money back in the day as well. Like it was out of print and killer movie, man. It's another one not a lot of people really talk about. Great one to watch around Halloween.
Yeah.
It's got what's the guy's name?
Vince Van Patten.
Osmond guy.
Oh yeah, the dude that looks
Friday
exactly
the 13th,
like
Donnie
him.
Osmond.
Yeah.
Osmond
Yeah.
Gold.
Love Hell Night though.
How about this, Wes?
Kenny and Company, man.
I've got that
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Wait, is that Anchor Bay?
Yeah.
It's the only official
And
release
then
of that in
Christian
the
like
United
this one.
States.
Where is it?
Kenny
like this.
Company. Hell yeah. I got that.
God.
I love that. Hey, it's funny because I ended up buying the series from Anchor Bay. Like the last couple seasons, it doesn't even say Anchor Bay. It just says Stars Entertainment.
Oh, really?
I have that. Yeah, near.
I'll sign that if you want me
That's,
to.
that's
Oh,
still
yeah.
the best version. That's still the best version of Near Dark though on home.
Garrett, do you have this by the way?
I
The
don't.
signed one.
No.
Whoa, look at that slip on the Hellbound.
What?
Damn.
That's sick, dude.
Signed
This
by
was-
the grip.
Clive
Where'd you get
Barker.
that at?
This was one of those freaking sales at Darkdale back in the day.
Oh,
That's
I've got
Christopher-
that, but I don't think
Christopher
it's signed.
Young, Clive Barker, Peter Atkins, the writer, and I don't know who the hell this one is. At the top
It's
right.
very cool.
But,
So
yeah.
was
I got this trash ass version with this
was that just
clip art on
was
there.
that just a website that sold signed stuff or?
Yeah, that's
they
all they used to do.
re-release those Hellraiser movies like a ton.
Yeah, this is the
will.
newer one, like with the stars kind of logo.
Y'all got Vamp?
Okay.
I got Vamp.
Oh yeah. I get this though, UB.
You make a mess. I'll show you my Hellraiser.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah, I've got that too in there.
I was trying to get that on eBay the other day, and some jackass he bought it at the buy it now price. But
Let me ask you a question. Though.
Here's your one.
You may have that, but do you have Hellraiser, Hellseeker?
my brother, I've got every Hellraiser on DVD video. I've got them all,
I
especially the
remember
one
that
with the evil goes online with the tagline. Such a shitty ass tagline.
Did you get this, Christian? Did you get this one?
No, they never show up on eBay. That's why I was like, when you said you had it, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
dude, please let me whore that out on my channel and do a video.
I would
of
imagine
it.
that's another one that probably gets damaged easily, though.
I've got the first, and Garrett, I didn't realize when I got the first one, I was missing the Coliseum plastic pieces on the front because they break and they fall off. Like they're little plastic things that go in the front of the Coliseum, or the mausoleum, excuse me, Coliseum, the mausoleum. But you know, I'm not gonna go buy that thing again.
Right. I mean, it's an expensive set.
I see that.
anyways.
Garrett. The
I love
Phantasm
the
Sphere. I see you
skeleton.
bringing it in there.
It's the Phantasm Sphere.
I've got
XL.
that in there. I've had that forever, man.
That's a classic.
That is.
Oh, here he's got it. Here he's got it.
Wes is
The
gonna open
movies.
Nice.
Yep.
Is
And
it
of
made out of
course-
just plastic?
It's like foam on the inside for the disc, which they could probably get scratched, I guess.
What was the company that did another one of those recently that had that sphere? In it?
Well, go USA.
Wellgo and then Arrow did one too.
Wellgo is trash, dude.
It's hot garbage for sure.
I have the first box set Wellgo did. They did it perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like they did a Scream Factory kind of Friday the 13th Halloween box set. Perfect. Then they redid it. It was garbage. Garbage.
Trash.
Trashy. What was the thing they did with that too? They fucked it up somehow or another. Like the
Yeah,
disc.
they did a part 1 and 2 double pack Blu-ray release.
That's right.
It was supposed to be 4K scans of both uncut on part 2 and new audio mixes. They did none of it. They didn't upscale part 2. They didn't upscale part 2. They didn't do any new audio. It was missing special features. Then they did replacement discs, and they still left some stuff out. By that point, I was just like, I'm over it. I don't care.
What do you think, though, Phantasm, like, who's going to re-release it? Like, you know, a 4K set's eventually coming.
I hope Arrow does or something like that.
That's the only thing that makes sense. I got this media book because Diabolic DVD put it on sale, and it's nice, but if you can get a 4K scan of Blu-ray, it's not a huge jump, but that media book's kind of cool.
It's killer packaging and everything, and the artwork and everything's really good.
My favorites. I'd get a 4K box set. I don't watch a whole lot of them all the time, but I like 2. 2's my favorite one, so I'll watch that one like once a year at least. So
yeah, the first one is all like that's the one that I saw first, of course. So, but I actually like all of the first 4. Like the 5th one should have never.
It's depressing. It's depressing to watch.
It is.
You can't do it.
It would have been fine had they not called it Phantasm. Like if they just called it something else and it was like a tribute to the series or something, I wouldn't be so, pissed about it. But yeah, that's awful freaking.
Disc out of the box, almost destroyed the package. Getting the sphere out too. Yeah, I've never tried to get it out.
There you go.
Sir James Brown.
Yeah.
Ow! So.
Yeah, so that's kind of like what ended up happening there is like they got bought out.
But when they got bought out, the guys said that they were pissed that they got the rights for it and they were trying to buy it back from them. Why would they care if they didn't even do shit with it at that point?
I think it might have been the point. I think that they just didn't want it around, I guess. Seemed like it kind of
quietly died. Like it was like, what was it, 2017 or something like that? The site just stopped. They stopped updating everything. There was no new titles announced or released, and people just kind of forgot about them, unfortunately.
This is I have this box set. It's UK, but
Forgot about Bay.
It's the scanners.
Oh, it makes a picture on the spine.
What the hell is that? I've
got a
never
picture.
seen that. That's one that I've seen every other thing on this, but I've never seen that.
All I've got is this dumbass 4K.
It's a UK.
You piece of fucking trash. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is.
And then this was another one that was worth a ton of money back in the day. Was this?
Yeah.
So
And
check
then
this
they
out.
ended up releasing that again, but like an updated version.
Yeah, I got the
I've
one
got
in your
the
right hand.
updated one. Yeah.
Yeah, but for a long time, this was like a hot item. And then
There's going to be a bunch of people looking up stuff after the show a bit.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know we're screwed now.
Well, that's fine. Y'all do what you want. I got my Suspiria order and fuckers.
Check this out. So this is that version. But it's signed
Look at
by
that
the
dude,
director.
huh?
My period,
Oh, that's
man. What does that say?
This is my friend Aaron. With warm wishes, Chuck. Still
To my periods.
to my period. Oh, jeez. That was a killer interview, though.
What did Eerie Guts do? I don't even know.
Uncle Bill, am I losing my shit, or is that Bilal hanging out back there behind the couch?
No, that's Bilal.
I was gonna say, what the fuck is?
That's little baby Belial, right? I want one of those guys.
Can you
Erie-
grab him? What is that?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, Erie goes.
I picked this up at a show, and there was a guy that was making these and the baskets that came with them as well. But it was just too killer because each one of them is hand painted, so they're all like a little goofy looking.
I need a Bilal in my collection.
Same.
Give me a second.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Erie just gifted 10 DeadPit radio memberships. That's
What does that
cool.
mean?
That means people can
You have memberships on your own YouTube page, right?
Yeah, I don't know how.
So
you
That means he
he
bought
gave
10.
10 people. He paid for 10 people's memberships.
Wow.
So
Very cool.
I don't know who that dude is, but he's rolling in the money because he constantly. is.
Thank
God
you,
bless
Eerie
him.
Guts. Yeah, I'm not
Good
sure
job,
how
Eerie
people
Guts.
can collect on that, but yeah, we do have a members section, so thank you, man.
Oh, look at him.
You know, it's funny. You can go to if you go to Target or like At Home or any of these kind of like big stores, you can get little wicker baskets. for
Yeah.
him.
Well, the guy told me, he said, like, Amazon has a basket that perfectly fits this thing. I've just never got around to buying it.
Did you ever remember his name?
No. He gave me a card, but I can't find the damn card.
I need
Sorry,
a Bilal. I need one.
That is actually pretty killer. If you could find like a little basket that would fit it.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
Did he ever show up in any convention you went to?
No, that was the first time I'd ever seen that guy.
Hmm.
It was last year's Scarefest.
Oh, okay.
J.J. Abrams remastered The Phantasm. That's
Yeah, I
now out
remember
on
that.
Blu-ray, which is the best copy out there. I believe it's the same transfer. It's on the European. Yeah, that's why I told people, like, I was like, it's really cool, but I'll be honest, if you have, you're probably fine with the Blu-ray for now until you just do a box set. Does anybody have any kind of final thoughts on Anchor Bay? I mean, it's cool that they're back. I mean, none of us are jaded to think that it's the same thing, but you know, the beauty is, you know, who knows what they're going to release next. And
Do you think they'll be able to make it in this market with all these other competitors?
It's
Whether it be
hard,
Arrow,
man.
Vinegar-
Yeah.
I think if they stay simple, yeah. You know, I think there's a section of people that will kind of want to just support them out of pure nostalgia.
Has there been a big buzz with them on the internet of Anchor Bay? Like, has there been people talking about them or no?
I think a little when they first announced it, but as of late, like, I think that they need to get, and maybe that's not what they're going with. I think they're going with maybe the independent films more than anything. So, but they needed like a big title out of the gate to get, you know, oh, Anchor Bay is back, man. But I mean, I don't think they're going for that right now.
Yeah, it seems like they're, for what I know, is they're using a lot of these movies that they think are going to be like future cult hits to try to just get equity in the company to then have money to spend on maybe a bigger title. And the problem is now is there's so many people going after these titles, it's hard to compete. Like, I mean, you know, I was talking to somebody, and basically, if Trick or Treat didn't do what it did for Felcher, there probably wouldn't be a Prom Night 2. There probably wouldn't be a Fright Night 2. Because that money that he made from that Trick or Treat is basically what helped fund some of these rights that he was able to acquire. And it kind of works, and I think in that same manner, is that I think it's just going to really just build up funding now for the company to be a player when it comes to getting rights to some of these bigger name titles, because everybody's going after them now. You know, so it's hard for a new company to start out and do that. You know, the one thing about Felcher is he knows a lot of people and he knows how to find shit, right? So that's part of it. I think he really helped him as well with what he's doing. But yeah, so all these new companies like Red Shirt and Anchor Bay, like, definitely, if you want to see them do more, I would say you got to support them, you know. So that's the only way they're going to do it. But
It's just so wild thinking back. Like now, when you think of a label, you can kind of like associate it with like a certain. Like if I think of Severin, immediately like Joe D'Amato comes to mind, or with Scream Factory, like But like Anchor Bay had all that shit.
And
Halloween,
over
City
a
of the Living
brief
Dead.
period of time, really, man. Like, and what people don't realize is Anchor Bay, essentially, like they invented the whole boutique thing, but it wasn't really even boutique because they were selling hundreds of thousands of copies of this stuff. This stuff was at Best Buy, Circuit City, Walmart, Suncoast. They were selling tons of copies in the store. It was a different time. And you really, there's not too many people you can compare them with, like other studios.
Yeah, because like you were saying, they don't like Vinegar Syndrome kind of has a niche, right? Like they get like shitty slasher films, and they get stuff you've never heard of, and they get like some. But like Anchor Bay was like they got all the Italian stuff, they got all the American stuff, they got like they were doing everything. They got all the classic like '80s films, like they were the ones over all that stuff. They didn't have a niche; they were just everything.
Yeah, I think like it's crazy. They never got there was no Friday the 13th, but that VHS I have of Elm Street is Anchor Bay. I think that was the only time they were able to put that movie out. So there are a couple big titles that they just never got. Like, did they ever do? They never did a Texas Chainsaw, right? They never had that type of edition. But again, other than that, they had everything really.
They were responsible really for getting a lot of people into the Italian horror stuff, I would say.
Yeah,
because most
100%.
of that stuff was pretty impossible to get a hold of here.
Agree,
Wes, let me ask you this: if Walking Dead hadn't happened, do you almost wonder if Scream Factory wouldn't? I guess what I'm saying is Walking Dead was like Anchor Bay was what they were doing from 2010 on. They were putting out releases for for Walking Dead like crazy. If Walking Dead were around, you almost wonder if maybe Anchor Bay would have pivoted and tried to redo all of their stuff that they had been doing as collector's editions and other titles. Like obviously because they did Halloween, but like I almost wonder if they would have tried to start getting the rights to.
I think at that point
stuff.
it was a different company, really. Like they weren't really going for a lot of the catalog stuff anymore. They were doing more independent stuff and TV shows and Walking Dead, like you were saying. Like it was just a different. Whoever was in charge then, it was just like it had changed by that point. I think probably after around 2009, 2010, Anchor Bay wasn't the same company that we loved from years earlier.
Mm-hmm. Man. But yeah, they got some. I'm still learning about all the shit that they put out, which is just so cool. Because
saw Sean Clark in here, by the way. I don't know if you missed that.
Did he?
What up, Sean?
Where's he at? Oh, I see it. Yep.
Busy man right there, boss.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's expensive too to get into that sort of thing. I would imagine. Film rights and home video rights and all that. I don't,
Well, you guys sound like me. I think it's time to wrap it. I'm worn out. I'm tired. I had fun, but whatever you guys want to say, promote, please take the floor. Say what y'all want to do. Say what y'all want to say. Do what y'all want to do, and then we'll get out of here.
Yeah, I think a week from tonight, we're ranking all 40 WrestleManias. And anybody is invited.
That's gonna be a fucking show.
It's a tears stream. If you guys want to participate, let us know. All 40. It's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun. And in 2 weeks, we're bringing back the Scream Factory year of year 8. And I think Christian, you're gonna try to join us for that one, right?
Yes.
So it's the 17th. And then Friday night, everyone dies, but Friday Night Lives tomorrow too, right?
Yeah, that's the first time. I think this is the first commentary we've done on there.
In a while, yeah. It'll be for the Mothman prophecies. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Central. Me, Mark, and Uncle Bill.
My favorite run was the Monday Night Jaws.
Well, that's going to come back as Monday Night Saw soon.
Really? Are you actually going to do it?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's going to be one of the things.
We are doing Man to Man at some point.
Yeah.
With the Michael Mann movies.
Thief and the Keep.
Yeah, that'll be the first one, and then if we make it to part 2, it's going to be Manhunter and Last of the Mohicans.
What did I say it? Yeah.
See us
That's going to be a fun show.
What you got, Garrett? What's going on Born to Be Rad?
You guys can check out. I just did a retrospective on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 90. I had Epic Film Guy on, and we talked about that, just our memories of it, living through it back in the day and how big that was as a little kid. If you guys like 70s horror, I got a overlooked 70s horror video coming this weekend. And then, like Christian said earlier, I was at Panic Film Fest, so I have to do some like press work and interviews for them in the next coming week. So that's going to either be some of it on my channel, some of it on the Rad Pack podcast channel. So keep your eyes open for that.
Sounds good. Rambo, what they got you doing over there? Don't you do
a bunch of bullshit?
5 or 6 videos a day at least, right?
Yeah, just fulfilling a lot of requests. That's what I do on my channel. I fulfill a lot of requests I get, but it makes it random every day. So like coming up is American Kickboxer 1, because for some reason they put 1 in the title. I don't know why. It literally says American Kickboxer 1.
Oh hell yeah!
And this documentary on Ruby Frank, which I don't know if anyone remembers, but she was a weirdo mom YouTube maker on this channel called 8 Passengers, where she got very popular, and then her and Jody, this other girl, were arrested for child abuse, and this is just crazy, man. Just
I love documentaries about that kind of shit.
It's nuts. It's okay. She was like a Mormon family in Utah. Here's a question: are Mormons just always crazy?
Probably.
Like every time, like you hear
it's
about
kind of their thing, I think.
Yeah,
It's their gimmick.
that's what it seems like. So much more of that to come. Yeah, much more. So thanks for having me on. It was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Has anybody ever requested you to watch a documentary called Dear Zachary?
No, I haven't heard of it.
Oh God, that's probably the most painful kind of like murder.
What is it?
So basically, he's just feeding it to them now. So they'll
that will be.
Well,
tomorrow,
put it like this. I really can't describe it without spoiling it.
Okay.
But it's the only time I've ever watched a documentary where like I had to stand up out of fits of anger over the shit that happened. Like I got so upset watching it.
I know how that goes. That's how I was with this one, Abducted in Plain Sight. I was.
Oh, dude, I love that one.
That was just funny though. And
I will call
that was a feel good one for Garrett.
And so I relieved
No,
him.
it was like one of those ones that was so goofy and stupid. It was funny.
Yeah, the guy that the family. I don't think the family realized how bad optically they were gonna look when this documentary came out, because
That's why I was pissed.
literally Jack the Ripper could have walked in the house, got a glass of milk, got a loaf of bread, and then took the kid, and then they would have not noticed. They were the most stupid family I've ever seen.
The best
Oh my
scene
God.
was when the dad went to confront him for
And
like
then he
cheating on his wife and taking his daughter, and he's in the car with him, and he's like, "I'm gonna confront this guy at the beach," and the guy's driving, and then all of a sudden the next scene's like, "Yeah, he convinced me to go down on him." It's like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's not even exaggerating. It's not even exaggerating.
Sure.
Not even exaggerating. That's just,
It's like exactly what happened. This guy was cheating on his wife.
You fucking like Charlie Manson level manipulator or something. Like,
and the
Yeah, I know
sad
you're
thing
mad,
was,
but
the
I
sad
mean-
thing
He's ready
was
to
he was
beat his ass.
Yeah, he's like, why are you trying to mess with my kids? He's like, man, I'm so horny. Can you help me out?
Yeah. The guy's like, so I went down on him. It's like, what the hell? You're about to beat his ass.
I
What
did
you
it. I did it for my kid.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
So
that's
this
good.
guy,
I did
like,
it for
hooked
my
up with, like,
kid.
He hooked up with like his kid, his wife, and him. Like, it's so wild.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that's a classic. Somebody tell Rambo to watch that. He'll love it.
Oh, great.
So
I'm for
y'all
it.
need to put Rambo on a binge of just dark, fucked up documentaries to watch.
Don't fuck with cats is another one.
It's
You
good
guys
on
remember that
Netflix.
one?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen
Oh
it.
God, Rambo,
That
you're
made me mad too.
You're a cat lover too, so yeah, you wouldn't like that one either.
Yeah, I was. When you guys talk about Milo and Otis, I was just like getting mad all over again, just for you to.
You watch
describe
that
it.
movie now though, it'll make you mad too. Like, oh God.
Yeah, people in
Poor
Christian's
fucking
chat, if you haven't
animals.
seen it, check out these guys' take on Adventures of Milo and Otis, Tragedies in Tinseltown. Check
Yeah.
out that video.
That's a good series. I remember you guys did the what's it called?
Willies. The
Willies, yeah.
Willies.
Willies. Fucking
Brian
the
Peck
direct-
gives us the
Peck.
Willies is the name.
Brian
Oh,
Pick. Special guest Brian Pick on the Willies.
we should
You
get
gotta
him
hear
an
Donkey
interview.
Lips talk about like avoiding getting molested by Brian Peck during the making of
God.
the
Yeah.
Willies.
He's never gonna show his face again. I wonder where him and Victor Salva hang out. Like, do they have like a place they go to?
Kevin Spacey.
I'm waiting on Garrett.
Dude,
Let's go, fucker. I know you're
Tell
waiting.
him where he lives.
The
Uncle Bill.
wheels
Where's
are turning.
Where's the
Yeah.
return
He used to
address
get-
on that
Uncle
letter?
Bill used to get toys from Victor all the time back in the day.
What?
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
pen pals for a while.
The way that sounded is just awful, but it did happen.
You didn't get toys, right? You were just letters.
I literally got a toy, a figure. Yeah.
You got a figure.
Was it the Jeepers Creeper figure?
Signed his toy.
He asked him to be in his next film, but
Hopefully it wasn't up his ass.
And he
or
got in
something
trouble.
before he sent it to you.
It was still in the plastic, so that'd have been tough, but he probably could have done it.
I know
He could've
Garrett's
figured
got.
it out.
Do y'all have Clown House on DVD?
I got Clown House. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
We
I've
did an
never
episode
seen
on
it.
Clown House as well, yeah.
Dude, that it's like one. I truly get separating art from the artist. Clown House really pushes it.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you have to really
Yeah.
bend. You really have to bend to
I-
say I love Clown
I still
House.
haven't seen it. to
That's a
this
tough
day.
watch. I'm
You
gonna
know?
tell you.
Now,
I've
if
seen
I'm
it.
not mistaken, didn't Scream Factory announce Clown House, or one of those companies announced
I think it was
and
Scream
then-
Factory put it out for like a day and then it just like vanished. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when that
Yeah.
happened because I had learned by Victor. I remember when it happened. I forgot what site posted it, but I laughed my ass off because one of the comments said like pussies.
Well, you know what's crazy is when I bought my Clown House DVD, I bought it at a place called Newberry Comics, and I watched it and didn't know anything about the backstory, and I was like, "Oh, this is a cool movie."
Yeah, it's not
like,
a bad little film.
right? So like I thought it was a cool movie, and then I found out about it, and when you rewatch it,
Oh, yeah.
you can
Shit.
tell there's a lot of weird shit in it that you didn't really think about before. But now that you're watching it, you're like, yeah, these kids are running around in their underwear. Like it doesn't really, it's kind of unnecessary, really.
Yep.
You know, like, but now that you know the story, it is a weird watch now. But when I first saw it for the first time, I was like, this movie's cool, you know?
What's crazy though is if he was to get in trouble for that same offense now, he'd be locked away forever.
What's the thing? He did his
Well,
time, right? Like he
Yeah.
he did his time.
But it
Right,
was,
right.
a lot of
I mean,
people were like, "Yeah."
He did like a
that's-
couple months. Like Wesley Snipes got more for tax evasion.
and
He got a slap on the wrist because their friends before Coppola bailed him out.
there were videotape, like he filmed videos of him and this kid. Like there's Nathan Winters, I think was the kid's name that was in the movie that like he groomed and he had did the short films
He
with.
did.
And all kinds
I
of-
never said he did enough time. I said by law he served his whatever sentences. I'm not
Yeah.
saying
You should like be defending him. He did his time. Leave him alone. You should be like,
should be the next DeadPit shirt.
No.
Get Victor Salva, but he did his
I did
time.
my time. Put Victor on. Come on, boy. Give me a second chance, please.
that should be a Tinseltown
Justice
video
for
where you just
Salva.
like,
It's
showcase
like-
the
Even the
collection of
movies
stuff
that
you
come
sent into
back
the
like Powder, how weird is that damn movie?
That's a weird
Yeah,
ass
that is a
movie.
weird movie.
And then, which Jeepers Creepers 2, where these teens are fucking sunbathing? And
Oh, dude, that movie.
Oh yeah,
He is exuding his, like the way the creeper is like sniffing through. I see it now.
Well,
Creepers 2 is difficult because you can just tell.
a
And they're
bunch
all
of, yeah. The bunch of kids go over and piss. Like who pisses next to each other? Who just like right next to another guy? Like
Crossing
let me piss with
streams.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
So
I piss by myself. I don't need to like piss with the group.
Like,
He's like
when I-
Batista. He
Not
pisses
in Victor
alone.
Salva's world, man.
am I,
I piss alone.
and any dude knows
By
that when
Godsmack.
when you have to piss next to somebody in the bathroom, when you go to the stall, you either do this or you do this.
Yep, straight up.
straight.
I don't see anything.
You know what?
Weights, pal.
I don't know if these exist anymore, but they used to have them at like the football stadiums and stuff. I called them dick troughs because it was like one big fucking.
Yeah, the big.
Oh,
And I always
yeah,
thought that
remember
was
those
so
things?
odd. Like,
That
Somebody
was
poured a
the
bucket of
hell?
ice in them for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then little
I'm like,
biscuits.
I'm gonna wait on a damn stall, man. I I
I
ain't
do
lining
remember
up at the
those.
dick trough.
You just it's like everybody's in a circle and just go. They don't have those anymore, do they? Those can't be around anymore. There's no way.
The dick trough. All right.
Get off
So
the
thank you.
rails,
Listen, guys, that was the rise and fall of Anchor Bay. I had a great time.
We're really into with piss trough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
piss troughs
we
all
talked
going
about-
out. That's exactly how
Talk
we
about
what we
Hatred
do.
Red, the whole thing. Yeah.
I had a great time. Thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it. I had a fun time. Oh, you're gonna show us there he
Yeah.
is.
As I bust a bunch of shit.
I'm really concerned about Freddy's thyroid.
Nope.
He looks like he got something shoved up his ass.
Woohoo, Victor.
Oh,
Jesus, dude.
where did you get that again?
That's wild.
The mask is a silicone mask, actually, but
It's from Temu.
the eyeballs are from Temu, yeah.
Oh, the eyeball from Temu. Hey, you know what? I'd take that over the trick or treat.
Rock and roll, daddy. Rock and roll.
He looks scared.
Oh man,
He looks terrified.
I love it.
Yep.
There you have it, everybody. God bless y'all. Please go subscribe if you're watching from my channel. Go to DeadPit Radio. Look them up on YouTube. After this, I'll post the links like in the pinned comment and all. Rambo Rap for Life, OG, stuck in 2009. So don't text him.
Thank God.
He doesn't text.
Yeah, have you seen today? I'd be back 2005.
One of these days, I'm trying to find out what's the origin of that chair, because you've had
That much
thing-
chair. It was someone threw it away. I cleaned it up. Someone just threw it. They were trash it. It was off the side of the road. I cleaned it up, and it's been sturdy this day. Wood
Very
is
Yeah, I
comfortable.
love that chair.
comfortable. Yeah, so comfortable.
It's a classic, dude.
Yeah, give me on the pager.
Who my granny, or my great granny had that. What was the Wild West? Like, when was that popular? The Wild West, furniture, right? Which I think it came from the furniture store with cigarette burns in it or something.
Is that like with water beds and stuff?
The only thing you need to do, Rambo, to that chair is, you know how like them grandmas, they put that wrap on the furniture that they use. So you don't
Plastic
get
wrap.
The plastic wrap is wrap the chair, brother.
I'm telling you, man, this is comfortable as hell, man. It was the best free thing
Oh,
I got.
believe me, I think if you know what you should do one day, just swap the chair out in the video. Don't say anything about it, and just see what your audience says in the
They'll
comments.
start freaking out, yeah.
I'm too lazy for that.
You can't not have that chair as part of the gimmick.
Yeah. And then, of course, Garrett over at Born2beRad, who you guys probably know him from my channel. He's done a lot of videos on my show with me, and vice versa. So, thank you guys for coming on. I had a great time. Like I said, or like Wes said, I think I'll be on their channel, DeadPit, in a couple weeks on Scream Factory.
Year 8.
Year 8 was a great year. So.
Shit's starting to fall apart then, year 8, right?
Yes.
We stopped for a while because we're almost caught up. I think it's like 2018, 2019 is what year 8 is.
Yeah. It's going to be cool. So thank you guys for watching. God bless y'all. And good night. We're going to end it right there. No outro video.
Good night.